Hello. Hello, I'm here. And I am almost ready. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I believe I am ready to go. Yeah? Yeah, I think I'm good. Alright, here we go. Here we go now. Hello, and welcome to the stream. My name is Milad Solari. And today, on this Tuesday, I know we said we were going back to Mondays for D&D, but this week we had to do Tuesday. Yeah, on this fine Tuesday we are playing more D&D, continuing our campaign, Ballads of a Lost Empire, episode 30. We're at fucking 30 episodes already. Wow, damn. A temporary victory. We made some rule change after the last session, which I think we'll talk about when we're actually in game. And Samir should be joining us shortly, or hopefully soon. And then, yeah, that's kind of the plan. We're gonna continue playing, and yeah, I was supposed to stream like Sunday. Didn't really end up happening. Some stuff came up, so I didn't end up streaming. But yeah, here we are. I'm not sure if there's anything else. I think that's it. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and join the call with the others. Alright, here you go.
Dude, I got kicked so hard today in the stomach at Muay Thai.
What the
Dude,
okay.
Muay Thai?
Yeah, I've been going. I'm not very good, but that's why I got kicked really hard in the stomach.
Interesting. I'm hearing stream has started.
Oh, brilliant. We're just waiting for Samir, who should be here to whom
soon, yeah. Yeah. Is Ricky here?
Ricky is here.
There we go.
Let me turn on my camera.
Let me.
Oh yeah, I'll have to do.
Let me
that.
not turn on my camera.
Business, yeah.
Business.
Now I have multiple reasons.
Ooh,
you don't need to know multiple reasons. All you need to know is that there are multiple reasons.
All right. I guess I'll. Oh, forget. Was it? I'm never gonna remember the new bot's name.
It's just keep calling it the same.
It's
just Botify.
Yeah, Botify.
Rhythm bot.
No, it's called Botify. We don't Rhythm Bot ripping pepperoni.
Ripping. What are they doing with
Rhythm bot?
Rhythm bot, because
no one knows.
My understanding is that YouTube is trying to officially partner with Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know how that's going. I think the article I read said it was going to be done sometime next year.
Okay.
But come on.
Well, it's almost next year.
I know.
Is,
so hopefully soon we won't have to worry about this, like switching between bots as they get fucking whack-a-moled by YouTube.
That would probably have ads.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Wait, how would that work?
I have YouTube Premium.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I do it. If it.
Oh, you wanted to watch the Paul Brothers movies, right?
I don't watch what?
The Paul Brothers movies.
Oh dear God, no.
Yes.
The hit film.
The hit film by the Jake Paul in The Suicide
Lovable.
Forest. I fucking hate the Paul brothers.
I feel like anybody with a heart does.
Yeah,
Unless you're under the age of 12, then you kind of have a pass.
Mhm.
But because you haven't quite developed your heart yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
They don't have the heart DLC installed yet.
The heart DLC.
It's a free DLC. Get it already.
It's a free DLC.
I don't have enough
Fucking
storage.
idiot.
They don't have enough storage.
You
You
don't
know,
have enough
idiots.
storage.
they're
Get
just
more
not big enough yet.
storage. Poor bitch.
They have to download more storage. It just takes several years.
Oh, we are live on stream, correct?
Yes, we are.
All right.
You're welcome. I just
Well,
got to tell the whole internet.
in the short
that
term, you can
genius
just
analogy.
in the short term you can just dump it onto your RAM, but in the long term it needs to go into storage. Yes.
Oh, the name, by the way, is Celerius Starsinger, by the way. The
Okay.
leader of the Tiriki Tour.
Okay. I guess we can do a recap in the meantime while we wait for
Yeah, I do
Samuel
also
Shaw.
have something I would like to try is warm-up role-playing questions.
Oh, again.
Sorry, what was it? Celerius Star what?
Star Singer.
Singer. Okay. Got it.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you the same comment that we gave you in the other campaign. I wish you would just give us the questions first.
Yeah, but the point is that you're supposed to it's supposed to get you
Gotta be
thinking about your character.
Yeah.
You gotta think like an actor.
Yeah.
you gotta
Thinking
roll
things in the moment.
improv.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of
Yeah.
it. Even if it's not like,
Great improv.
yeah.
We should probably do this off stream in the future though.
That's
Yes.
fine.
That's fair.
Right. But
I
yeah,
just like
sure.
to show
Hit
it.
'em.
Sure.
Hit me.
Timothy, what are your character's core moral beliefs? I random rolled these, by the way.
His core moral belief is not having a core moral belief.
That's true
Wow.
neutral if I ever heard one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Ultimately, you know, there is no God. If there is a God, you should overthrow him. And people can look out for themselves by themselves. Most people are good. It's actually an optimistic way of looking at the world. Ultimately, most people are good, and you really don't need, overarching systems of power to ensure that they stay that way for the most part.
Fascinating. I like it.
Hmm.
Crete. Describe your relationship, your character's current relationship with Zach, Lieutenant Zach. Sure.
Oh,
Character below you.
hello there. Perfect
Hello there.
timing. I think I can actually.
I'm walking back home right now, so
Okay.
I won't be able to be on my computer, but I am here.
Outstanding. Sounds fine.
Perfect. Hang on. Let me actually
Have a good walk.
Let me open up my
How's everyone
thing.
feeling tonight?
We're doing all right.
Yep.
How
Yeah.
does Crete feel about his relationship with Zach?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think Crete finds it more so professional than with the others because he got to know Zach a little bit later on.
Yeah.
He thinks he's reliable, a little reckless, especially after last time. But he thinks he's a pretty reliable ally and appreciates having him on board, and is happy that he came along with him, but is worried about the long-term kind of future.
Okay. Let's go Petra. Describe how your character feels about the party's current situation.
I think Petra's whole thing is that he's just mostly worried that he's not going to be able to do enough. Like, because the sword is an extremely powerful ancient magic artifact that's channeled or, like, connected to a very powerful god who is pissed off against us. So the odds are not in our favor. And that's where like Petra is confident that the party will be able to reach their destination. He doesn't think that there's any challenge, like it's gonna be challenging, obviously, but like it's definitely firmly doable to get to the point where they have to confront whatever they're trying to confront. But he's worried about the confrontation specifically. He just hopes that he'll be able to, entice the sword before then.
Cool. And then Lieutenant Zach, what memory does your character want to forget the most?
Memory that I want to forget. Very good question. I gotta think about this. Oh, probably when I ate the mushroom and blew up.
I forgot about that.
I forgot
Yeah.
about.
That was pretty good.
Forgot about what
That was
Zach-
pretty good.
I need to forget.
I'm gonna eat the mushroom. Incredible. I love it. Thank you all for doing your little questions.
Perfect.
I think it's a nice warm up in my opinion.
That's not bad.
And so I'm just going to.
Samir, how
accept-
far away are you from your?
We're not going to be using character sheets really for a while, so
Oh, I'm just.
Probably.
I'm.
Half an hour because I gotta pick up dinner and then I'll be back.
Got it. So I guess we'll do recap then.
sounds good.
Yeah. All right.
To avoid the pain of everyone else, I'll just do it. Not much happened. The party,
Why would you say it that way, though?
after a confrontation with some minotaurs at the Ruins of Rest, the party decided to take their long rest at the bottom of the lake, under the dome created by Spanky Thoreau. As the 8 hours of the dome rest in pants. As the 8 hours began to complete, Spanky Thoreau reverted into his leg form, and the party was forced to swim up to the surface. The party then chaotically confronted the remaining Hobgoblin garrison, wiping them out rather quickly before having a brutal and deadly fight with the Ushi-Oni and Oxlord Sarvith. Thanks to the aid of Miha Sarani, the party was able to mostly survive, except for Crete, who was slain in the battle. However, the Ushi-Oni was destroyed, and the Oxlord Sarvith escaped, but without his crossbow. The party then, we're going to start this session after the party has collected the treasures of the Ruins of Rest, including Oxlord Sarvith's light crossbow, which would be a appropriate magic item for Lieutenant Zach if he wants to take it.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
It is a little bit complicated, but I think you will enjoy it because you're shooting arrows anyways. And then you discovered, as a reminder, you guys did discover that amulet, which you had felt the strange necromantic energy coming off of. In addition, you guys, the other recap element was that letter that you guys had found, which outlined a, where does it say? It mentioned an enclosed phylactery, and a figure named Ghost Lord. However, you're not really sure about who this Ghost Lord person is. So where we're going to start it today is going to be the party has Hello?
What?
Sorry.
You're good. The party has successfully returned to Starsong Hill with the guidance of Trilara Nightshadow. Did I say that name right? Yeah, I did. And with the now recharged Staff of Life, are about to perform the Raise Dead on Crete Isla. Crete, as you are
I'm doing
lying
great.
there,
I'm about to be brought back to life.
you begin. It feels almost like you've been asleep for a long time, and you begin to almost conscious. Your subconscious mind creeps back into your head before your conscious mind as this Raise Dead takes how long? I believe it takes 1 hour to cast this. And thankfully the denizens of Starsong Hill are willing to donate the diamond required for the ritual. The first thing that comes into your mind is that same terrifying image that you had suffered in your dream. That maze, endless maze, blood on the stone walls. But this time, it looks a little bit different. Whereas some of your memory before was a more solid stone maze, this maze now looks more decrepit and worn down. And you can hear far in the distance the raging sounds of it sounds like a raging bull. Before you're able to get close, you look over, and right next to you, you can see your wife, Persephone, in her original form of a human. She looks at you, she places a hand on your shoulder, and then dissipates into dust on the ground.
No, not again.
And then as you begin to hurtle away from this maze, you find yourself looking ahead, although it's almost like you're looking through a warped piece of glass, like a glass orb. And you see, sitting on a stone, playing an enormous set of panpipes, a giant, a female giant. She has a enormous axe, probably 3 or 4 times the size of your axe, based on
enormous what?
Enormous what?
axe.
Okay, just
Bigger than my axe.
And
bullshit.
She looks up as she looks up at you. Her hair parts, and you can see that she has a gash that goes all the way from her eyebrow down to her jaw, kind of a cleft in her lip from this long scar. And she looks at you, and she says, 3 words. She says, "Come to the place where the mountain meets the sky." And then you find yourself awake, surrounded by a few of the people of the town and your party. And also, just so you are clear on this, coming back from the dead is an ordeal. You currently have 1 hit point, and you currently have a -4 to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
Oof.
And then each time you finish a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears. So
I'm gonna be
Your
out
current-
for like 48 hours, guys. Give me a sec.
you can only complete 1 long rest in a 24-hour period. So
I'm sorry. What's 48 times 2?
96.
There we go. As Creed awakens, he's looking around like to see what happened. Because last thing he knew, they're in the swamp, and he had a hole in his chest, and that thing was going after his friends.
So we gotta catch you back up. That's right.
Yeah, I'm looking around like, where am I? What happened? Where is everybody?
I'm assuming we're standing by Crete.
Yeah, I'm picturing
Okay.
you guys like around him. He's like on a wooden table, and you're in kind of like a grove.
I'm gonna reach into my cloak, and I'm gonna pull out one of his treats, and I'm gonna hand it to him.
Hell yeah, dude.
I got
I'm gonna
3-day-old.
Yeah, I'm gonna say welcome back. And I'm gonna like,
This is
I
very
picture the
stale.
sword like brushing away a little tear of blood. It's like he's gonna help us murder so much.
Damn straight. I grab the treat, and like I clearly see like there's like an ant and stuff in it. I just go, all right, now what happened?
Well, you see. And then
Well, we killed the thing eventually.
yeah, eventually.
Oh, I expected that to happen at least.
With the help. Is Pasiphae still there?
As you finished the ritual, Pasiphae disappeared, like
Okay.
into dust. There is a pile of dust laying on the ground next to you.
Oh, what?
Okay.
That is
The
where
help of
Pasiphae was
your,
standing.
Your wife, and I'm gonna point to the dust.
Yeah, Petra's gonna look down and then like look away and whistle.
No. How did you know that Miha was my?
Oh,
And then
well,
he's gonna kind of like ignore that fact and then go back to the ash. Like, he's gonna use a magic awareness to see if this was like a teleporting spell or what caused this.
Sure.
Mm.
Do a magic awareness.
Here, I'll put that thing.
The pile of dust. Let me check what's
I don't know why this public role thing comes up. It's annoying.
It is a it seems to be some kind of transmutation spell. And if you would like to make an Arcana check based on that information, I can tell you a little bit more.
Sure, I will.
DC is going to be 16, but you have a -4 to that as a reminder because you just came back from the dead. Can you hit DC 16?
I can.
If with a -4?
Yeah, because I have a 1 normally, so then that's a
Okay.
-3. Yeah, I can hit it. Almost impossible. I think it's like a 19 or 20.
Mhm.
Or you can ask someone else if they want.
I think Crete wants to do it. He's like,
Sure.
I have to be the one to make
Mhm.
sure. Yeah.
No,
Okay. No.
yeah. So yeah,
Does my now newly 21 passive perception tell me anything?
I'll allow
yeah,
you to.
that's right.
I'll allow,
Yeah.
actually, because you guys were both there, and you
Okay.
saw this happen, you guys can make checks for me, please. Arcana checks if you'd like.
15.
Oh.
Okay, 22.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
With a 22, you recognize the effects of that are very similar to the spell Disintegrate.
Yeah,
And so, if she's dead, at least it might have been painless.
I'm gonna look roll to see how much tact Petra has. That'd probably be charisma, right?
Will do.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Petra's like, it was probably painless. That's all he says.
He's Creed is just kind of going through the ash.
I'm gonna put my trunk on his shoulder. Hey, I mean, look, you both died before. Managed to find each other again.
I'll say, Petra, with your Arcana check, you're aware that the effects of the creature who is disintegrated as by the spell can only be restored to life by means of True Resurrection or a Wish spell. So both 9th level spells.
I'm gonna say that.
Saying there's a chance.
Yes. I think Petra would probably say that. He'd probably be like, I've heard, or when I was a researcher back in the day, I remembered reading about how true disintegration is it's curable, but only by extremely powerful magic, like true restoration, or like what's the other thing you said?
True Resurrection
True
or
resurrection or wish.
Yes.
I'm sorry, you were a researcher?
Oh yeah.
It is good. It's marchadella.
How do you think I've learned all this stuff about
That's kind of
paladins?
It's like a small little snack thing.
Because you were one?
No. Have I not? Do you forget? Oh wait, I probably didn't tell you because you don't know. Yeah. Well, you see, I became a paladin for multiple reasons, but one of the reasons was specifically because I was kind of bored, and I didn't have like a path in life, and I had been a researcher for most of my life, so I was like, that seems pretty dope, and I prayed to the Father, and now I'm here.
Got it. Yeah, most cults recruit that way. I just sort of whisper that under my breath.
Yeah, Petra, he probably heard that, but he's just whistling ignorantly.
Right.
All right.
So yeah, what would you guys like to do now?
I think Greet is lost right now. He's looking at her. He's kind of piecing it together. That he died, and she probably came in to save him, and because of that, her boss is probably the one that executed her. So he's just feeling like weak and useless right now. And he's like, even with all this power, it still wasn't enough. And he's gonna like try to find a bag or something and to try to put her ashes in.
We should probably talk to the boss lady.
Yeah, I'll say she is
Baby?
She's
Yes.
available. Trilara has been with you guys the whole time while you were performing this ritual. She's actually the one that convinced the town to gift you the diamond worth 100 gold that is required for the spell.
I could have just created it, but I appreciate it.
Is there a monetary limit on what you can create?
Yeah, but it's like fucking 10 times your
10 million.
10
million
times your
diamonds.
bard level?
Let me actually look.
Because that is not enough.
Let me double check.
So
There is a monetary limit, yes, but I don't know what it is.
Can creation bard create spell
times your bard level?
What is it?
20 times your bard level.
Oh.
Still not enough. Okay.
Nope, not enough.
It's
Ah,
500,
wait.
right?
That is enough.
Let me check.
I think it's 500 gold.
I thought it was
Never says
Raised
creation bard
Dead.
can create
Raised
industry.
is 500 gold, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Raised Dead is 500. Okay.
Raised
I know
Dead
the other
is
one is
500
300.
gold. Yeah, that's Revivify.
That's
Yeah,
a
Revivify is
Revivify.
300 gold.
Doesn't say anything about creating industry. Sees the means of production.
Well, it goes away after.
Oh,
It's not permanent.
damn it!
Yeah, you could use it for a spell. You just scam a spell.
Exactly.
That's what this is.
Yeah. It
Creation
doesn't say
bards are
you can't do that.
scammers.
It doesn't say you can't do that, and it does for other things that are created. So the implication is that you can in fact do that.
Interesting.
The monetary limit is still like most things have more expensive material components.
Yeah, but it goes away at like 12th level.
Oh, what?
Yeah, there's no monetary limit after like 12th level or something.
Jesus
my
Christ.
That's
Balanced.
yeah.
Well,
I'm thinking about
at
a
least
lot
we're
of
getting.
hacks.
Good thing we're getting to there eventually. I realize I have to start pumping up your levels if we're gonna get
Yeah.
to 12. By the way,
Mhm.
That's true.
so we'll be going a little snappier.
Ooh, I like leveling
Oh.
up quicker.
Yeah. So we'll see. So yeah.
Yeah, we
You
should
guys are
talk
going to. So right now, you guys are going to see
Celeria.
the Celeria. Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, as you guys move through town, Crete is looking pretty rough, but the denizens of the town are kind of like looking at you guys a little bit in shocked awe. You can tell that throughout the few days you've been here, you guys they've been kind of hearing the stories have spread of your exploits in the ruins of rest. How you bravely fought off an attack by lizard folk. How you
Oh yes, that's
not how
exactly
it
how.
went.
That's
Yeah.
exactly how it went. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
yeah. What's your deception modifier? Yeah, 11 exactly, right?
I like compose a song about us fighting off lizard folk.
Can you sing it for us?
Yes.
No, give me some time. We gotta-
All right, you can perform it when you guys get back to Brindle.
Fantastic.
So yeah, let's see. So now that you guys have kind of the people of the town seem to be on your side, but they also seem a little bit cautious about outwardly saying anything to the side of allying with you. From your conversations with the townsfolk, it seems that their primary make me those of you that were conscious, and then I'll roll for Zach if that's okay. Samir.
I'm booting it up right now, so
Oh, you're here. Cool.
yeah.
So yeah, you can roll. I'll say roll persuasion checks to see how you were able to, what you were able to learn from the townsfolk in the last couple of days. Everyone except for Crete.
Yep.
And how much this is also like influencing them a little bit. So
Are we all doing this?
everyone except for Crete. Yep.
Okay.
Perception?
Persuasion.
No,
It's a
that's
12.
Uh-oh.
That's
above
still a
10.
12.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah. So yeah, with that's still plenty. There's actually technically there's no nat ones on ability checks. That's true.
Mm.
Rules is written. People don't usually follow that, but a minimum of 12 is pretty good. So yeah, Timothy makes a few social faux pas, but other than that, not too problematic.
I go into too much like graphic detail about
The murders.
my
Reading the
Tommy
room.
gun of like my fucking you know, the what is it called?
The magic missile one.
The magic missile Tommy gun.
Mhm. The fact that I had a hole in my chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like kind of like cringing. You can hear them like whispering to each other, like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
Oh, I'll show you.
Covering the children's ears and eyes and whisking them out of the of the common room. So yeah, basically the impression that you get is that these people, their first priority is to keep their own home safe, and therefore, if you wanted to try and convince them of the conclusion you probably would draw with that would be that the only way to convince them to fight with you would be to convince them that it's in their own best interest. They do seem to be more on your side than they were when you first arrived, though, so that's a good sign. So yeah. Then you guys eventually make your way over to where'd you guys go? You guys go to the leader, Miss Stellarius Starsong. Celeria, sorry, I can't spell.
Song is coming together, people.
So yeah, who she is in her, she's been kind of waiting in her tower for your call. As a recap, her location is it's a tower that's kind of let's see, it's like a cozy looking treehouse set above a large pool. Waiting inside, you find Celeria Starsinger, and she, upon seeing Crete, kind of lets out a sigh of relief, like, well, it worked. So, I appreciate your help, all of you. Now I think we might have some more business to discuss. I'm still not quite convinced that our best course of action is to send our aid away from our home. We have been mostly undisturbed from this point, and other than the one poor soul that we lost to that strange beast that had been running amok in our forest, we have been mostly just content to stay on our own. Why should I side with you and risk our people defending what might be a lost cause at Brindol?
Because they're going to keep coming after you. Once they take Brindol, they're just going to keep coming until there's nothing left, and they've taken it all. Your best opportunity to stop them from doing that is to join with the forces at Brindol and make one last stand. Uniting all the forces of the land against the one evil is the one path that can not necessarily guarantee, but put us at the highest advantage possible against these overwhelming odds. They're going to keep coming, and you're either going to die now or die then. Or die then or die later. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Or it's not that much of a choice, in my opinion.
Any of the rest of you?
I agree.
Hang on, I'm composing a sonnet. Second. Okay, right. What, can I just sing the song to...
Sure. I'll actually before that, Ricky, can you give me a persuasion check, please?
Okay.
Not bad.
Nice, 18.
Pretty
Cool.
good.
And yeah, are you gonna try and perform a sonnet to try and persuade her?
Get my lute out and like start strumming a little bit.
Okay.
The lights sort of dim down.
She's like looking around confused. Like,
We're outside.
no, it's all natural light. No, it's all natural light in her like little cavern thing, her little treehouse.
Oh, that same effect.
And there we lay at the river's bank. We could see not a thing, but we did smell the stank of the lizard folk upon us every side. We all drew our blades, for there was nowhere to hide. And a swing from Crete's axe as it glinted in the night, silver and crimson from make and from might. A dozen attackers did Petra's sword smite, and with the sneak of one Dorkar and your Truly's charm, we make quick work of those who do us all harm.
Pretty good.
Brilliant. Give me a performance check.
Fantastic.
Give me a performance check with advantage for that. That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
That was good. Clip
I
that.
love it.
Yeah, I put the
That's,
marker in.
17.
17.
Terrible
17.
rolls.
Wow, with advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's still really good.
Yeah, it's still good, but I have a plus 11.
I know.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's
You need to
good
get your
'cause you're
reliable. You need to get
good.
reliable. Oh, by the way,
I don't get reliable talent. I'm a bard.
you are a bard. You just need to take 9 levels in rogue starting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly,
Yeah.
for some builds, actually worth it. But
For these last 4 levels that we get that we'll
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Just go 9.
Oh, by the way, Samir, did you level up to 8?
I did.
Okay, I didn't see it on
Nice.
your.
Cool.
I checked your character sheet earlier and I didn't see it. So
Yeah, I did it at like 6.
okay, yep. I was just making sure. All right. So that is. She seems to be on board a little bit more. Does anyone else want to make a plea? Try and convince her. She seems to be. I'm making some excellent arguments, but I don't know if I can commit our whole force to such an endeavor. I can maybe send a small group, but
where's the roles document pinned? Samir, are you done with that?
I just submitted the project, so we're all
Okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Got
probably put that in the chat if I can, so people can check out your fucking paper, dude. For those
it
that
is
don't
very
know-
funny to see like very technical words next to the Astral Masters fight the Green
Yeah.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's a
How did
unique
it turn out?
comedy.
Are you happy with it? Like,
Yeah, it turned out really
Okay.
good, and we'll see what the grade is. Yeah.
nice.
When I
think it's
come back,
entertaining at least.
when I
Mhm.
come back for your guys' help, I will take you out to dinner. Your guys' choice.
Aw,
We'll
thank
enjoy
you.
do something.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll go to Fogo de Chao and knock your head
Oh
off.
no! We just
Henry's-
steal all of Smear's a college student.
True, actually.
It's okay. He's gonna be an engineer. He'll just take out loans. It's fine.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah.
You can pay. You can just pay off the credit card debt later.
If you make that a link, Samir, I can post it in the chat or in the Twitch chat for
Well,
anybody
let's
that
see.
wants to see it.
Yeah.
It's neat.
So yeah.
I'm a reference.
Crete
Yeah.
or Zach, do you have any additional things to add on top of the what has already been said? This is kind of like a air quotes skill challenge. So if you have something to contribute,
Creating the fellowship.
you are trying to build a fellowship. Yes.
Yes.
Is there?
Can Petrick go back in time and use those words? Like,
Well, you already. It wouldn't have mattered because I just would have given you advantage on the check.
Like in-
but
like in Tenet.
well, that would give you disadvantage to me. I'm sorry. As a matter of fact.
that's fair. That's the correct choice of advantage giving and taking away.
The advantage giveth and the advantage taketh away.
Mentions Lord of the Rings, giveth. Mentions Tenet, taketh.
Taketh.
Like literally just the Drake meme. It's literally.
Lord of the Rings. Tenet.
I think Creed has like a couple things he would say. He'd probably talk about like overestimating themselves, like we did at the swamp. Certain stuff like that. But he's so just. You know what? Hang on. Let me see exactly how bad he feels. Oh, okay. Not doing Call of Cthulhu on that. He's gonna kind of like speak up and say it. If you believe yourself capable of protecting your home, then by all means stay here, protect it. But just know, we also thought we could handle that ruins pretty perfectly. And I died. And somebody else died too. You may not get out with just 2 dead people next time.
Is there something you would rather roll than persuasion for that?
Intimidation.
I would say it's something wisdom based, because this is straight up just something that happened to him. This was experience, but I don't know what wisdom based.
Do you have insight proficiency?
I don't have. I'm not proficient in insight. Oh,
Okay.
I am proficient in intimidation.
I don't. Oh, that might be. Yeah, I'd allow you to roll with advantage because you're giving me good. But remember, you still do have that -4.
I do. I am proficient in survival.
I don't really think that would be helpful there.
All right, then I'll do intimidation. So that's a -3.
Incredibly gory account of death and revival. That's
Oh yeah, I'm sure that we describe it in vivid detail every time we bring it up.
Yeah, go for it, Crete.
All
And
right.
I'll allow you to roll at advantage, though.
Intimidation.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
I like to create a cadaver. Sort of,
That's a solid 7 then.
-3. Whoops. Can I give him inspiration before that?
He already rolled.
Okay.
I don't know if. I don't
It's
know
just
if
kind of
getting
a-
15.
I don't even know if that's gonna matter at this point because he's got a 7.
Yeah.
He's kind of just a little bit too half-hearted to be very convincing to her, and she says, as much as our goal is not necessarily to fight, our goal is to hide and stay under the radar, as we had done, as it were, as we have done for years and years. Thank you for your service, though. And she kind of, you can see her eyes kind of flicker down to the like scar that is like emblazoning the center of your chest.
Oh yeah, I have a sick chest scar.
Can
Mhm.
Petra make an insight check to see what he like gets off of that? How he how he
Sure.
perceives whether or not they're gonna
Yeah, sure.
assist.
Yeah, sure. You can give me an insight check. 11. I mean, she seems to feel like bad that one of you died, but it didn't. That what Preet said didn't seem to change her mind very much. So just to be clear, what she's offered so far is like a small contingent of owl riders as aid, but not like her entire force.
What would it take to convince you?
Yeah. Have you not heard and or read and or seen the plays entitled The Lord of the Rings?
We don't
They're
get a
not-
lot of play. We don't get a lot of performances out here, I'm afraid.
You know that makes sense.
Elon, I
Okay,
posted the
guys,
link.
huddle up.
Oh no.
We are going to put on a performance.
Of Lord of the Rings.
Yes. That's
The extended
exactly
edition,
what's
right?
happening. Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
That's
all
the
the ending.
link to the thing for the
It's a
statistic
6-act
thing.
play. We're gonna
A
put on.
6-act play.
Is this the
That's
extended
what we're doing.
edition? This is the...
Yeah, the extended editions. They all have an intermission. And there's
Can you
three of them. It's a
someone make
six-act.
an can someone make the acrobatics check to flip the wrong way onto your horse?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Zach for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely that.
Let's go!
Oh,
22.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna put on a performance. Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
This is-
We're gonna do Lord of the Rings so she can understand.
So this place is like hidden away, right? Like, hidden away from the outside world.
Oh my god.
more or less,
like-
yeah.
They're basically like pre-World War Japan.
More or less, yeah. It's not that. That's pretty
Okay.
pretty apt.
Yeah. All right, listen. What you need is to learn what it is you're fighting for. And that's why we're going to give you a dose of one of the best pieces of culture to come out from the outside world.
Okay, before this, have you guys seen Frozen 2?
No.
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 Keep bringing up Frozen 2.
No,
None
you
of
guys.
us have-
I
none
don't
of
get
us have
this
seen
reference.
Frozen 2.
Why would I watch
No.
Frozen 2?
Because it's excellent.
Yeah, when I can watch Lord of the Rings.
When I
I don't
could
see
watch
it.
Freebirds.
There's literally I can do
Whoa.
literally anything else.
You've watched Leonard Part 6.
That wasn't voluntary.
We
That just
all
kind of
watched-
happened.
We all watched Neo Ned.
I didn't want that. I didn't ask for that. That
You
was
showed up.
you.
You showed up
You
when you
did.
knew what was happening.
No, we didn't know. I didn't. Oh, we didn't say that it was gonna happen because
Freaking like
Kyle
this.
wasn't gonna go. No, we didn't. We said that it wasn't, and then when we got there, we were like, "It's happening," and we were
Oh,
all like,
God,
"Yeah, it's
okay.
happening."
All right.
That's what happened.
But yeah, no, that's the reason. There's a scene in Frozen 2 where Olaf the snowman basically just explains the plot of Frozen 1, and it's the best scene in the movie. And Anna died, and people are like, oh, it's amazing.
This is gonna be one of those. I'm gonna put on a play.
This is the, yeah. So is that really the plan, to try and do a performance of Lord of the Rings? Because I'm down for this.
I think
Yes.
Creed.
We have to
after
act
his-
it out.
I will. I'll allow you guys
We'll
to do
we'll
like
do montage through the acting out. I think.
Oh,
right?
of course, yeah. We'll
Like
do
like in a
we'll do
community
it.
when
This
they did the
for that.
the
It'll be an actual,
presentation.
it'll actually just be a skills challenge for
Yeah.
that.
That's perfect. I'm down.
And
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
That
do
sounds
it.
kind of funny.
to get the town's goodwill on your side.
Yeah.
It's like do you know the
Creed's
first season of
Our
Community?
viewers are going through the roof. This is a great idea.
Yeah, alright.
This is pretty funny because you have 3 characters with good charisma, and then you have Crete with 6.
I had that's
Well, it'll
negative
take us
6
some
currently.
It'll take us some time to prep the stage so we can sort of get a rest in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creed's
Okay.
gonna just
We'll have
leave
to-
now and immediately try to get some
Okay.
sleep.
Delirious Starsinger is just kind of like,
He's
well,
just done.
I suppose we might as well before you
Yeah.
leave. Not exactly what I had in mind for this, but
You
You
are
don't
looking
understand.
at one of the greatest performers on Aqualon, all right? I know that doesn't
Of
mean much
what?
to you, but it will when you
Yeah.
see what we're cooking up.
And you're also looking at the chairman of the Lord of the Rings fan club on whatever the name of the planet I was on. And I swear it
What a
wasn't
great
because I
ocean
was just an ocean master.
Yeah,
I swear they didn't just give it to me because I was an ocean master.
All right.
make it. Do you guys want to make insight checks on?
Creed, this is the last thing Creed hears, and he's gonna like zone in.
No,
on
it's
this.
you. No, on yourself. What does he learn from a 17?
Oh, I'm
rookie?
so okay.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. I got a 3.
Yo, what do I learn from a
Robot
17?
voice.
Petra?
I will be
Oh,
robot.
you learned that it was initially because I was an ocean master. They just like inherently
Robot
were like,
voice
"Oh, that guy
turning
should be in
on
charge."
now.
But it was also coincidental that Petra didn't know the most about Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
All right.
got it.
So yeah, you guys are going to set up a play of the Lord of the Rings. Are you going to have Crete take a nap first? Take a long rest
We're
first?
gonna do that
Yeah, while
This
we set it
time-
up.
without
Okay.
like adapting some stuff
Sure.
to stage and
Sure.
you know, getting the stages ready.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, let's just jump into a skills challenge then. I'll say DC is gonna be
How are we doing, chat?
I'm gonna
14.
give
That's
everyone
there.
like before we like do the performance after he's rested. I'm like we're gonna like do the huddle up. Like all right,
Oh, I'm not
guys,
fixed.
you know the material, you know your parts, you know what's happening. You were made for this. All
I can't
right.
believe this is
There's
happening.
one thing you
It's
can
so
do.
good.
This is your moment to shine. Okay, so shine bright like stars, and I'm gonna give everyone bardic inspiration.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. I'm assuming
Sounds good.
Creed's gonna just find like the tree costume.
The ent, the ent.
He's
This is the
gonna-
12th, this will be the 12th time that Petra has
No,
done.
you're playing the ent Crete.
This is gonna be the 12th performance of the Lord of the Rings that Petra has done.
Yes.
All
Alright,
right,
let's start
so
with the
yeah.
opening monologue. Began forging of the great rings.
All right.
We were
So-
given
So let's just go down the line. We'll do skills challenge. DC is gonna be 14 for
right.
this.
I
You guys
sort
all
of
have
like
ins-
I do the music. You know, I
Okay.
come in
Mhm.
like the.
We
Okay,
should.
give me a performance
yeah.
check.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, 17. That's one
Rolls are
success.
so bad, but
It doesn't matter because you're a
Yeah.
bard. You're a bard with
Mhm.
with 20 charisma and expertise.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that, 17. He now has 21 passive perception.
mhm.
Like
Insane. Is it because you're just your
he took a
perception?
feat. He took a
I
feat.
took the observant feat.
You also rolled
Ah.
really well on stats for Timothy, which I
Mhm.
didn't realize at first, which is fine.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
your lowest stat is like a 12.
You're sick.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. It's
okay.
usually hectic.
Who wants to go next? A skill that you are
Because of the robot
proficient
voice, I
in
keep forgetting that's on.
that is relevant to this.
Petra will go next, and Petra will be the guy in the Fellowship of the Rings when they're creating the Fellowship, and he's like trying to convince them. So he's gonna do persuasion.
Okay,
Shit.
that's a 9.
Yeah,
What was the number for the what was the number that we have to roll above?
The 14.
14.
So
I'll
he
put
ate-
inspiration in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, not quite.
Oh no, skills. You can roll twice and pick the better one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Aw,
Yeah.
still
Ah.
Jesus
that's fine.
Christ. Feels bad.
He rolled a
That's
2.
a tragedy.
Yeah. Roll a 2.
Oh,
then
1, 2,
1,
3.
Yeah.
Incredible. Okay,
Feels
so
bad.
that's 1
Hashtag
success and 1
only me.
failure.
Crate is.
And we'll do a 5 successes, 3 failures.
Okay. I think Crate is gonna do that one part. I don't know how far in we're going to basically for the
It's
part.
abstracted, so just we're doing the whole trilogy, I think.
So it's at the part in like 2 towers when the ends are
Yeah.
fucks to like chuck it into Isengard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I'll do athletics.
Right.
Including the one that like
It like rolls down
the
and
one that like
kills those
burns
guys.
dies.
So good.
So is that a -3 now? Since I have
Yeah,
my
you're at
bonus?
-3. Yep.
Okay, so I have a +5 to athletics.
You're not proficient in athletics?
I am proficient in
Oh,
athletics.
just roll athletics. Just roll and then subtract from the
yeah,
end
that's
roll.
what I'm
It should
doing.
just be a +5 instead of a +.
So 20.
There you go.
20. Yeah, that's plenty. Yeah,
Yeah.
you. Even though you're feeling a little tired, you just and you see there's some children like clapping like.
I'm like
"Wah!"
backstage with I have like a clipboard held like, in my trunk. Like, by God, he's feeling the power of the stage.
It's crying when no one's looking.
Life's but a walking shadow.
No, the Ents wives. Also
That's God tier
Now.
reference. God tier reference.
No, this is someone. He's like immersing himself in the part because the Ents wives also left him because they talked too slow. This is canon. This is weird.
I love Tolkien. I love Tolkien.
Fantastic.
Cool. That's immersive world building right there.
Incredible.
All right, Lieutenant Zach, what skill are you using and how are you using it?
All right. For this performance, I'll be playing Sauron.
Can we not use his getting off the horse back in the
What do
wrong way?
you want to use that?
No, I have
What did
another one.
Good
I have
night,
multiple
Giggle.
ones.
Thanks for
Of
stopping
course,
by.
yeah.
I'm gonna go.
So you're
through.
at
So,
2 and 1 right now.
yeah. As I am playing Sauron, I have deceived everyone and created the One Ring. So I'm gonna use deception.
In character deceiving,
Yeah.
go for it.
All acting is just deceiving.
Okay,
really.
you do have
Exactly.
inspiration.
Yeah, you have an
It's a
inspiration.
You have a
D6.
chance.
D8.
D8.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can roll 2 and take the higher.
Got
That's
it.
enough.
You're good. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Good. So yeah, you feel divinely inspired by Timothy says, "Break a leg out there." How are you inspiring
Not
him?
literally,
Timothy?
not
I
literally.
gave the speech to everyone.
You gave the speech. Okay, that was your inspiration.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is 3 and 1.
Okay.
And I think it's back around to Timothy then.
Timothy, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna let's see. I think it's when there's like the big battles happening at
Okay.
Helm's Deep.
Okay.
There's like it's very brightly lit even though it's nighttime because we want everyone to like see what's happening.
Okay.
So I'm sort of like having to sneak around as the background stage. So I'm using stealth.
Okay.
Like stealthily picking things up, like straightening out people's arrows and like their aim.
The illusions that you've created of the stuff.
exactly.
Go for it. Yeah, roll for it. That's a
Hey,
21.
man.
Yeah, it's a success.
Nice.
All right, you're getting to the close of this is the final
We need
final
one more.
the final act of the 3-act play. People are the people are eating it up.
Sam and Frodo are climbing to the top of Mount Doom.
They're all right. Yeah, Sam and Fro. They've been climbing for 30 minutes at this point. The audience is in tears.
Yeah, it's a play, so we can't cross cut. So it was just like a long end battle, and now it's just a long time climbing.
Yes.
You have to match the amount of time they take.
We've already invaded
All right.
Brindol by the time we're done.
All right.
Is it me?
Sure.
I think it's
All
still,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Petra redeem himself here.
Okay. I just saw this in my mind. You know how in the final
That's
battle
always a bad
in
sign.
the movie, there's elephants?
Oh no!
Elephants, no!
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can I do athletics?
To what?
As I,
What?
like, we
Explain.
have Zach on the shoulders. Wait, no, Zach is. No, that can work. We have Zach on, or we can have like an image projected on the shoulders of Timothy, and then I like slide up and like kill the guy on the thing, and then take out Timothy in the process.
Let's do it.
And like
slide down the trunk.
It's like shadow projected. I'm like,
yes,
on
it's like
the-
shadow projected.
All right.
It's on the
And you'll
stage.
do-
I'm trying to do the act. That's actually dope.
What do you want to do for this?
Athletics.
All right. That's fine.
Oh my god.
And you already is a thing.
Face plants on stage.
Could you give him
Alright.
another one in between?
I
No.
could, but
That's
How many do you
fair.
have?
I have 2 left.
Okay, so you
I give
use
it
3. Okay. You get 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then yeah, so Petra just face planted in the one of the final moments of the the play. Can you salvage this, Crete?
You know what's hilarious? I think this
It
is the same.
This is the deciding role, by the way. Just so you
Yeah.
know.
I think this is the same thing that happened with that golem skill challenge we did. It was 5-3. Ricky failed twice,
Yeah.
and then it was down to me to decide it.
And it was that one was DC 20,
Yeah.
and you were
You rolled a
5
20.
levels lower.
And you rolled a 20.
Incredible.
Mhm.
Okay. It's gonna be that scene in, I think it's the last one, when the King of Rohan, it's doing that like pan by of him where he's like, so this is it. The fate of the world comes down to 2 hobbits. It's like that internal monologue before they go to help Gundor. So I'm gonna do perception as he's looking around at the fate of these lands.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so I have a
When the Westfold fell.
What do you have? What's your plus to perception?
+4, so it's a +1
+1.
with
yeah.
everything.
And then you have your inspiration. So
I
you basically
do.
have a 50-50 shot at this point
Yeah, okay.
with the inspiration.
Crete's feeling pretty down. He honestly doesn't think he'll get it, but I think he needs this. Baba Booey.
That's a 9.
I can make it.
That's-
8.
Oh,
That
wait.
is a actually
That's
that is a 6.
8.
Oh.
I
You get
could
an
make
8.
it if I get
You
an
get an
8.
You do get to roll twice and pick the higher
You
one.
get to roll twice. All right. Roll it. One at a time for maximum suspense.
Oh, yes! Crete always comes through on the last one.
That's so good.
Let's fucking go. While he's doing this, he's looking out at the people.
Okay, no, you like okay,
Um,
I have it. I got it. I have it in my head.
Oh yeah.
And it's like not super convincing, and then I come in, I'm holding like the fucking string instrument and strumming with my trunk, and you just hear
The music is kind of uplifting Crete as he also does his own, personal perception to look at the audience and see the people who are being moved and who may possibly die.
Yeah.
And he kind of not getting over it, but realizes that he still has work to do. So he kind of isn't feeling as bad anymore.
Wonderful. And so yeah, as the final notes of Timothy's lute drum out over the audience, there's a moment of silence, and then you see Shia LaBeouf.
No, it's gotta be Orson Welles. It should be Orson Welles.
The original Orson Welles.
Yeah, it should be Orson
Orson
Welles.
Welles.
Yeah.
You see Trilara stand and begin to slow clap
That seems fair.
And then the rest of the audience slowly is joined by some of the other members of the area, of the town. Other elves are standing and clapping. You recognize Killian, Swift Killian, who is the leader of the riders. He stands up, and eventually the whole town is standing and clapping.
I do. I do the holding hands thing and like forcing all of us to bow.
Yeah,
As I'm playing dun 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 dun, dun on like a trumpet on the trunk.
Incredible.
Just for
So, yes.
shits and giggles, I was gonna do another one where it was the athletic. It was gonna be an athletics check, and it was gonna be the orc drop kicking the other orc.
Roll for it. I just want to see how this went.
Yeah.
Because I think that's hilarious.
You have your bardic too if you don't make it. It
true.
doesn't matter, but I wanted to make it. We're so good. He does it anyways, and now they're fully on our side. This fucking skill challenges are like the best just because this shit happens so often.
Yeah.
This was such a good skills. This is exactly how this.
Okay, this is
You
almost
could not script a skills challenge better than this.
yeah. This was almost pretty similar to that golem one. Because again, it was like one or two.
Made it with your inspiration.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Hilarious.
All right, this is why we play D&D, folks. This is so yeah.
Already a better session.
Already, I agree. We performed Lord of the Rings to
convince people to basically go do Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's incredible. So yes, at this point, as the crowd is kind of milling about in the aftermath of the show, Celeria kind of comes up to
Timothy
you.
Timothy was selling hideously overpriced popcorn on the side.
Make a what kind of check do you want to make to see how much you sold? Deception. Persuasion. Sure. Persuasion.
Okay. 24.
All right.
that
You
one's
got
good.
how hideously overpriced was this popcorn?
Like 2 gold a bag.
You sold 24 bags.
Oh, sick.
So you get
48
gold worth of terrible popcorn.
Nice.
Did you create it?
Oh yeah, I created it. So they're gonna feel completely empty in like an hour.
It's like
Scam.
Is this
Scam
Chinese popcorn or?
It's made of rice.
It's made of
rice. I'm hungry again in an hour.
See how much the pickpockets get.
All right. So
Crete's immediately gonna go take another nap.
as Crete collapses back, Celeria kind of comes over to you all. She's like shaking her head in disbelief that you guys pulled this off.
Yeah,
and she kind of looks and she
bitch.
says, I don't know if I can even prevent any of my soldiers from going with you now. I think
yeah, very compelling story, right?
it's been a while since we've seen a performance such as this.
Well,
It's
you're missing out on
fantastic.
a lot more.
I agree.
Yes.
I am. Not only am I going to provide you as many of our soldiers as we can muster, if you would like, we will allow you each to borrow one of our giant owls for the next several weeks.
Oh, I
As
have
a riding companion.
I probably already know the answer to this, but for the sake of it, what happened to Andy?
Roll me a D100.
You did this. You got me once before. Come on, baby. That's
66.
not bad. 66.
He's been executed.
I'm kidding. Full kills himself. He's done.
That's the last straw. This is a little country song. He lost his axe. He lost his wife. He lost his dog.
wife died twice, and now his new dog son is dead. He's done.
His new
Dog son.
Donda's at 46 days.
Oh, I
Donda.
forgot about Donda.
Right. Donda at 46 days.
Is it time?
It is time.
Yes, finally.
Let's go.
So,
No.
who's been carrying Donda for the majority of
Zach.
this time?
I think it's
Zach.
definitely
Zach.
Zach.
So it's bonded to Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Donda,
You get a familiar.
you see finally, after 46 days of carrying around this plant, you see it's it seems like it's ready. As a matter of fact, it stands up and steps out of the let me see if it can speak a language. Sorry. It does speak. Does anyone speak Sylvan in the group?
Nope.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Wait, hang on. Do I?
What happened in?
Sylvan.
No, I don't.
You don't know where Andy is.
Fuck.
Um,
Alright, Creed is a little depressed again.
yeah. So, Donda stands up, and it's kind of looks like a roughly humanoid figure, wooden. In one hand sprouts from the arm a wooden shield of tangled like branches. In the other hand, a long curved club made of wood. And it looks at Lieutenant Zach and it says something out loud in a language you don't understand. And then it stands at the ready like a little guard. Donda is a wood woad, and I will give you the character sheet for this. Lieutenant Zach.
If it dies, does
Because-
it take 20 days to come back?
If
48
it dies,
days to
it
come back.
if it dies, it dies.
A tragedy.
So it's not
Yeah,
like
like
Groot
people-
where we need a piece of it.
Yeah.
It does regenerate, but if it is killed all the way, then
Okay.
it's dead.
You see, we should all have a familiar thing. Henry has his bird. Zach has his plant. I have Andy.
Can
You
just
two
make
should get
whatever.
something.
I can just
And then
make
and then
whatever
and then
I-
Petra has the sword.
Petra has the
Petra,
sword, yeah.
Petra has a
Petra has a
bloodthirsty
sword.
ancient weapon.
It's just you, Timothy. You need something.
No,
Isn't
I
that
can just
right,
make.
Andy?
I can just animate anything.
Exactly.
So
I
That's
can just-
true.
I can just make
So,
whatever.
yes.
Yeah.
We all have
And then
our pets.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have you make a decision right now, Samir.
Uh-huh.
Do you want Donda to be a part of combat, or do you want them to not be a part of combat? Because if they are
Uh,
part of combat, then they are vulnerable to dying. If they are not, if you agree that they're not a part of combat, then I will not target them with spells, and they will not participate in combat.
Every
was good.
parent's struggle.
Should I have
Do
my
I
kid
let them-
fight and die or not?
Mhm.
Do I
So-
protect them or let them live up to their full
Yeah.
potential? Huh.
Damn.
What does
You're a
Donda
parent
want?
now.
What does
What
Donda
does
want?
Donda want?
What does Donda want?
I mean, Donda can't unless you cast a language, unless you can talk to it. It
I can
speaks.
use tongues.
Would you like to
Yeah.
use tongues?
I'll use tongues on it. Yeah.
Sure, you'll cast tongues on Donda.
Him, her. What pronouns does it prefer?
Yeah.
Zay.
Donda actually uses they them pronouns.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Cast tongues
Donda
on.
Donda is
Just say they could do yay.
is a non-binary wood. And they
Non-binary.
non-binary. They kind of, as you cast it, they kind of like shy away from you for a moment as you cast the spell. But then they kind of realize they're like, you hear them kind of speaking in what sound, it's like they speak in sort of a musical sounding language at first, but then as you finish casting the spell, it becomes, I don't know why you're trying to cast a spell on me.
It's so we can understand you and you can understand us. Like now.
Wait,
Huh.
because his name is Donda. Can it be yay em pronouns?
No.
No.
Yay.
I'm gonna
It's-
this is minus 800
No,
social
please,
credits
can we
for
do
that
that?
one.
Come on, that's too good. We have to.
I hate this. Donda uses yay yem pronouns.
Yeah.
That's a brand new sentence, by the way.
Yeah. All right.
Unfortunately.
Is it
Donda.
fucked up that it's named after his mom?
A little bit.
Should we like pick another album?
No,
Like Yeezus?
it's a tribute.
I guess.
Can we name it Joe?
No, because we're naming it after the album, not his mom.
Okay, got it.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
His name is
Ye's
Year name is
Yeah.
Donda, like, and then in parentheses the album.
My first name. Hello, the album. Mr. The album.
Mr. and Mrs.
Mr.
The
The
album.
album.
Yeaster
Yeaster album.
Oh, this
Yeaster
is
album.
terrible.
All right.
All right.
Oh, I've
So
been
yay.
king.
So yay are gonna say, I appreciate you taking care of me. I am a little bit confused about my location. And they kind of are looking around. This is a strange place, even for me. It was quite an adventure so far. It's a miracle that you didn't die to that strange creature before.
Which
But-
strange creature?
I've been awake this whole time. I just haven't been able to.
Oh, you were like maturing.
I was mature. Yes, of course. I don't just spring out. I don't just gain sentience with like a snap of the fingers.
Do you have a name? Because we kind of already named you.
Well, I didn't have a name when I was in my infancy, and I assumed that the name that you called me at first was a name that you then changed due to cancellation.
Yep.
I'm still not quite
Because
sure what that
Got
means.
some very concerning wanted posters.
I appreciate the name change then.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
I accept the name that you've given me,
That's why we
Donda
named you
the
after.
Album.
That's why we named you after a famously unproblematic figure, Kanye West.
I have a strange urge to talk about slavery being a choice, but I
Okay, no.
No, yeah. Yeah.
I take away tongues.
400 years. That seems like
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, no.
Mark Wahlberg or something.
as soon as you start taking, I'm nice at ping pong.
I would actually take away tongues because we want to ask it.
Yeah.
Does
What
it
would
want to
you like
fight?
to do? Would you like
It
to
wants
fight
to
with
fight.
us, or stay out of it?
Well, I don't really have much of a stake in this fight, but I have grown a certain affection to the group of you.
Creek goes aw in his sleep. Aw.
All right. It's settled then. We won't put your life in harm's way, but we will ask for favors in return.
Perhaps my natural urge is to be placed as a guard of some sort, of a place. That is the instinct that I believe that I was born to do.
You could
Perhaps
guard
if you
us
had
when
a
we
little-
rest.
What?
You could guard us when we rest.
That's true.
That is an
That's true.
excellent idea. I am generally quite alert, although perhaps not as alert as
I'll be
you.
back in a minute. Actually,
As
wait,
you-
never mind.
All right.
And I also must say that I would perhaps be more useful if we were in forested terrain, due to my ability to walk through trees.
Interesting. Through trees.
So, if that is perhaps if my lot is to guard you while you sleep, I will then do that for you until such time as our arrangement no longer is necessary.
Okay,
Then
so we'll keep you out of
perhaps-
direct
Yeah.
combat, but you can sort of
Yeah.
be on guard.
Yeah.
On guard.
Yeah, that
That's
works.
good. Yeah.
That
Donda
seems like
the Album.
Excellent.
The Defender of the Astral Masters.
Yeah. Defender of the Astral Master.
that title
Like,
does have a nice ring to it.
It
Actually,
does
It's
actually.
not bad, yeah.
It's
not
pretty
too
good.
bad, yeah.
Um,
All right.
So yeah, you have successfully convinced the the Starsong Hill Tiriki Tor, the Tiriki Tor, to send a contingent of their rangers to Brindol for the defense, and you have also gotten a loan, if you choose to take it, of an owl for each of you.
Okay. What time of day is it right now?
I assume that right now it was probably like nighttime because you guys did the performance that took 6 hours,
Yep.
give or take.
Yeah, I think it's close to like 10 hours, but
okay. So yeah, I assume it's probably like it's
Yeah.
like nighttime now. So
Okay.
it makes sense that Creed is asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and just sort of look at my reflection in the mirror. If
Okay.
that's the first like theater performance I've done in a while,
Okay.
and it's sort of reignited a spark, so I just kind of reflect on that,
Okay.
and then I think I'll go join Crete, and also go to sleep.
All right. So yeah, is there anything anyone would like to accomplish? Actually, I have one thing. Lieutenant Zach, as you, I will. Would you like to take the crossbow and use it?
Yes.
Because as you will note, the crossbow, which is named Calamity, it does have a ritual required to attune to it.
8 shadowing.
Oh, it's like a sword that has a mind of its own.
It doesn't have a mind of its own.
I said
As
like.
far as we know right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
oh no, there's gonna be 2 of them.
no,
This is getting out of hand.
no,
Now there are 2 of them.
no, we're not doing Star Wars references. No,
We already did. You started it on 66.
that's true.
Exactly.
I fair.
Yeah.
So yes, the ritual is an hour-long ritual during which you must take acid, radiant, lightning, thunder, and piercing damage to represent the possible effects of the crossbow.
If he's gonna do that, I'll actually like stay awake just to make sure the ritual goes okay.
Yeah.
And so you must take it from outside sources.
Right.
It will not deal the damage to you.
Okay.
So you must all aid him in doing this ritual, or you must get someone to aid you. It is in the loot chat.
Right. Okay.
So it's acid, radiant, lightning, thunder, and piercing damage, and of any amount is fine.
I can do radiant.
I
And-
can.
Slashing. That was one that I remember.
Just piercing.
Piercing.
Just piercing.
I
You
think
could just grab like a.
piercing, a rapier.
Piercing
Yeah,
is a
you
rapier.
use
Yep.
mine.
Yeah, and I can also do thunder. I think. Is
You
that
have
what-
shatter. Shatter is thunder.
Shatter is your thunder. Yeah.
We don't have. I'm asleep, but we don't have acid.
I can just create some acid and throw it on him.
No.
Oh,
What
might
about
be-
lightning? What about lightning?
That's the only one. Yeah. How do we do lightning?
We can
I don't
ask.
have lightning spells. I don't think. Let me just double check.
We can ask Talura
I might have
if she has a
Thunderous
friend.
Smite.
Or wait. Oh no. No.
Thunderous Smite is thunder damage, not lightning.
Okay.
Don't you
Maybe
have
a
a
thunderstorm
cantrip that does that, Ricky, from the sword?
Oh, do you have
Bolting
shocking
Blitz?
blast or something or bolting blitz?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Um,
It's not written on the sword thing in my character sheet.
okay.
What if? What if I cast fly on him and he flies high enough to be struck by lightning?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just roll for. I'll roll a d100 for weather.
Okay.
100.
What are we hoping for?
It's 80 or above is a thunderstorm,
Okay.
so it is clear skies.
A shame.
Maybe one of the soldiers or mages in town.
Yeah, we could ask the head.
Is there any groupies nearby? Does any of them know
Yeah.
magic?
So there is Shrillara doesn't know any thunder or any lightning spells. She only knows Goodberry and Tangle. And then let me check. There was the... I don't know if there's any lightning spells on the cleric spell list. Let's see. So clerics, they don't get any... And she's only a fifth level spellcaster as a cleric. I don't think she has any.
Damn.
What does Spirit Shroud give you? Oh, this is no, it has cold. So maybe if you guys get back to Brindol, you would have the knowledge that there are
What about a static charge?
how would you build up a static charge?
A lot of
I
art.
could do.
I'm pretty Harry.
Yeah.
As I'm asleep, you use a rub 'em on my body at lunch.
Yeah, then have him touch metal
Maybe
for one damage.
for 1 point of damage.
We
Let me
all
see
roll a
what-
D100. If we're above 250, we make it.
What lightning spells are there?
There's not many.
Yeah, not many. Oh, I don't want by name. I want by level.
Just get a blue dragon breath weapon. We're good.
Yeah.
Easy as that.
True. That's it. Yeah, pretty easy.
Easy.
Not many. Yeah, there's lightning lure. There is shocking grasp. There is absorb elements, chaos bolts, chromatic orb, witch bolt, dragon's breath, Hall lightning. Yeah. Basically on the list of ones that you have right now. So you would also theoretically be able to wait until you return to Brindol, because you are aware that there are some higher ranking wizards there.
Yeah, I think that may be the move.
Mhm.
So, like, does damage need to be? It needs to be 1 hour. One hour.
The ritual, it's within the ritual time, yes.
Okay.
So all of those damage types have to be dealt to him within the time of the ritual.
All right. So hold on for now, Zach, and when we get back to Brindle, we'll figure the ritual thing out.
I kind of picture it like the Klingon pain sticks.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. He has to walk through the middle as he's being like tased and beat.
I don't suppose Donda knows anything.
Donda. Donda does. I don't think Donda's tongue is still on, but yeah, Donda the album. Oh dear. Okay.
What if
well,
I animate an axe
7th
and have it
annual
like
muffin
spin
tier list? What is
rapidly on Creed's fur, and then touch Zach? That'll generate a very strong static charge.
It's simple. I roll dexterity. He rolls.
Don't you have a rage thing that does lightning damage?
No, I have force damage, radiant
force
damage, and I think necrotic damage are the types that my rage thing does.
Yeah, I don't think that there's. Yeah, I think you'll probably have to wait until you get back to Brindle then to have someone cast that on you.
What if we create a potato battery and then charge it with static electricity, and then discharge it on Zach? A potato battery. You know, potatoes can act as batteries.
Does your character does? I don't think anyone's
done research.
Should I do a check to see if my character knows how to make a potato
Give me
battery?
a. I'm gonna
Would
say.
Petra know? Because he's a researcher. He's
No.
Like an intelligence.
He's a man
I'll
of
say.
science.
I would say. Yeah, intelligence or Arcana if you're
Arcana?
proficient.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not proficient, so that's the same.
It'll be
thing.
like DC 20.
I got you.
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, he doesn't know what a potato battery is. That's a little bit of a stretch. I'm gonna be honest. Just a little bit.
Fair.
That your character in a medieval fantasy game, a Renaissance era fantasy game, knows what a potato battery is. So just an easy stretch. So yeah, you'll be able to wait. Is there anything else? Trilara did want to come and talk to Lieutenant Zach actually before he left. And so she kind of, are you guys all staying like in the same room, or are you guys separate, or do you each have like your own room? How are you guys staying? Because there's rooms for each of you, and they're willing to put you up for free if that's fine.
I demand my own room with a bowl of only pre-peeled grapes. It's when I'm in theater director mode, I am a real diva.
Oh no.
Do they have to be pre-peeled?
Do they have to what?
Do they have to be pre-peeled?
Yeah.
For the surgery.
Peeled grapes.
And only red M&M's.
Peeled and de-seeded.
And de-seeded.
Oh, wow.
They don't even know what a grape is, so they kind of just they don't have grapes
That's the best
here.
response.
I just walk into the room and be like, this is completely unacceptable. I have a simple demand of a large bowl of pre-peeled and de-seeded grapes, and I just like create a bowl of pre-peeled de-seeded grapes.
Okay.
There we go.
Unacceptable condition.
Perfect.
I have
that's
that voice
more like
line.
So yeah, but the rest of you are all Lieutenant Zach. You'd be separate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Trilar kind of comes up and knocks on your door. You hear like a knock at the door.
Come in.
Come in. She kind of pushes inside, and it's obvious that she's been drinking. She kind of like staggers in.
He's gonna get laid.
Oh, fuck. Take it.
Oh fuck. Hang on.
Alright,
I'm ready. I'm ready for Zach.
She's gonna sit down. Like, how do you get to be a lieutenant? What does that mean? She kind of looks at you and like
immediately limp.
Well, lieutenant isn't really applied anymore, as the ship I was serving on is destroyed, I think. Yes. Destroyed.
You're really quiet for me. I don't know.
Yeah, your mic's
quiet.
a little iffy, Samir.
How about now?
A little better, maybe, but still pretty quiet. Can you boost your volume? Is that a...
Do you have the right mic selected? Sometimes Discord just deselects the mic you're using.
Valid point.
Let's see.
Oh,
here.
there. I heard it.
Is this better?
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the boat I was serving on is destroyed.
Classic.
But I like to keep the title. It has some a level of gravitas with it.
That's a funny word. Gravitas.
You can. You're still a. If your boat gets sunk, and you were the captain of it, you're still a captain, militarily speaking.
That's true.
True.
But usually the captain goes down with the ship.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the title go down with them?
No.
No, I think
Because they
no
die
way.
as a captain. They maintain the title.
But even if you live, I think you're still like a lieutenant. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even
Well,
if,
we're on a completely different material plane.
Even once
So
you leave, if you're like a colonel and you leave the army, you're still a colonel technically. Like you
Yes.
get rank still.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's a-
I think you're still.
Is it transferable over multiple material planes?
Yes, just as Ocean
Just
Master
as-
is transferable
It's like Ocean
between
Master.
planes.
That's true, like Ocean Master.
So yeah.
Just say that is.
Are you
reference
guys
to pretty
like
much everything,
giving him
just like
pointers
Ocean
as he's talking to her? Or...
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
I'm just, separately, I just think of this idea and I'm just mulling it over in my head.
Yeah, Creed's dreaming about this. He's
Yeah,
like,
it's
what?
Can Zach still be a lieutenant? I guess because armies are.
There's no question in
No.
Petra's mind. Or
Yeah.
I feel like we're all sitting in a circle, like in our minds.
Yeah.
Like we're projecting. We're all sitting in a circle, either in like a really fancy
smirkle.
area, smoking pipes in suits, lit by a candle, or lit by a fireplace made of brick, like Victorian era England, or we're like at a park and we're like smoking a joint. We're like, dude, it's one or the other.
Creed's
And I think
like,
it varies
no,
person to
I'm
person.
Skipper.
She kind of How did you get to be so good with the sneaking and stuff?
Years of practice. Stealing candy and wailing.
Wailing? like that kind of wailing?
No, like, do I have to explain wailing to this drunk woman?
This drunk fucking.
It's such an absurd statement. Are you going to try and explain wailing?
No,
to
I
a
feel like
DM?
that one definitely has historical precedent. Someone has definitely said, "Do I have to explain wailing to this drunk woman?"
Definitely.
Like,
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
industrial
Yeah,
times.
no.
It's some like rich people shit,
You're
like at a
definitely
black
correct.
market thing.
What?
Yeah.
Are you going to try and
next
explain
mic.
wailing to this drunk woman?
Yeah, what role do I have to do?
You can just explain it. I'll say you can just explain what it is. It's fine.
So,
You can do a general. You can just do a straight charisma roll or
Okay.
performance
General wailing roll.
or performance.
a wailing
General wailing roll.
I'll
Oh, he's a
yeah.
lieutenant.
Charisma.
Yeah, charisma or performance. Okay, yeah. So you're able to she's like entranced as you're telling her about wailing.
Mm.
Nice.
Nice.
And then at the
Like-
end of it, I'd be like, but one day it will be illegal.
Well, it's very.
So first you hook it with ropes, see, and then you get on there, and then you take your axe and you split the whale in half.
It's Skipper Crete to you.
Call me Ishmael. So yeah, she just kind of sits there and listens. Like, well, you did good back there. And then
Thanks.
she
you
kind of
too.
like stands up and like falls off, like almost falls over as she's trying to walk out the door. Like just falls into the wall.
I'm
And then
gonna-
if you don't want to say anything else, you just leave. Just gonna...
Okay, I'll be like, bye. Very questioningly.
Bye. What's your passive perception?
It's high, I think.
16.
16. Yeah, you hear her fall down like a set of stairs outside.
No! She survives the fight with Oshioni but dies from stairs.
Yeah, I'll go help her up.
It's okay. She kind of like flops on her back. She's unconscious. She's passed out. She's just all.
Okay, and I'll take her to her room, wherever
Okay.
that is.
Sure. Are you gonna like ask someone where her room is?
Yeah.
Okay. You find like a random strange elf, and they're like, they kind of like give you like a look, like, are you taking advantage of this woman?
No,
Um,
nothing's happening. I swear.
And he like points to like a tent.
Okay.
And you're able to bring her over the tent and then just leave
Yeah.
her there.
Yeah.
She has like a bruise on her forehead, like from the fall.
She's fucking dead.
she's like breathing, but she's just like she's
Undertaker.
been drinking a lot.
Brew.
Yeah. Can I have Donda guard her during the night?
Yeah, you can do it. You're gonna leave.
Oh.
This is a hell of your creation.
Oh.
This is-
I love it.
Oh.
I'm very pro this.
That was,
God
I,
damn.
Pro yay pronouns. This is neo pronouns in action.
Yay,
Um,
game.
Yay yem.
Yay, yam.
So yeah, you lay her down, and are you just gonna go? Is everyone just going to sleep now?
Yeah.
Crete's been
Okay.
asleep.
Yeah, Crete's been asleep for hours.
I'm gonna do some sketches. And then like fall asleep doing that.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys all wake up the next day. And so, what is the plan now? The way I see it, you have two main options. You have that amulet that is got the necromantic energy off of it. And you also have the vision that Crete saw that you didn't. I don't know if you did. You discuss that with the group at all? Okay.
No. I think I probably do it.
As you guys are leaving town.
Yeah, like in the morning.
Would you guys, also, do you guys want to take the owls?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
100%.
I'm assuming we're gonna have the guys going to Brindle inform what happened.
Okay, so you're not going to stop in Brindle?
Oh, are we going?
I think we should stop in Brindle.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to attune myself.
The ritual to do. We should see if there's anyone who can cast Identify.
Right.
What's up with the amulet?
Sure. Yeah.
And I have some personal research to do.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are heading to Brindle?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to tell us first, or
what was the question?
I'm assuming we can't talk on the way there if we're flying on owls. So
well, I'm not going to have us roll for encounters on the way there because you're flying. So I'll say maybe around you guys. It takes you. The owls can fly about 80 miles a day, and so yeah, that's pretty good. So on Owlback, it takes you. I'll say I believe that is brings us to about. Let's find out. Let's find out. Approximately. Yeah, it'd probably be about a day and a half. So you probably have to camp. I'll say you'll have to camp one time, unless you want to just land in Witchcross, which you'll probably be able to make if you push it.
We could do that.
Because then you'll be able to stay in an inn again.
Or do they allow owls? Giant owls?
A very good question.
You're 8th level characters who just killed. What are they gonna do? Oh no, owls here! No owls. What are they gonna do?
8th level adventurers, one of which who is very depressed.
Worst case scenario,
you overestimate us.
Kill the whole town and
then I'll write a heroic song about it.
And then the sword
they started it.
They ambushed us.
They shot first.
The sword like perks up at hearing "kill the whole town."
Yeah, I say that in character. So yeah, worst case scenario, we'll kill the whole town, and I'll write a ballad about it.
You could call it Ballad of the Lost Empire,
or even a 3-act play.
Even a 3-act play. Oh my. No, none of you can hear this except for Petra. Just in your mind, like.
What if the sword thing were a Lord of the Rings performance, by the way?
Are you gonna ask it?
Yeah, I'll ask Petra.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the sword.
Okay, the sword is. It ponders for a moment and says, "No one actually died."
You raise a valid point.
I mean, Saruman.
No one actually died. Everyone was still alive at the end.
He raises a valid point.
He means like.
No, actually, you guys are all alive.
So.
Yeah, in the play, because you fake
killed
not
each
the
other. Story.
You fake killed each other. It would have been better if you real killed each other. Specifically with me.
Oh, okay. He just wants to commit more murder.
Yeah.
I haven't murdered anything in like weeks.
I know.
I am
That's true, right?
It's only been a couple of days.
Yeah, but it's a sword. It's irrational.
I didn't kill it. You didn't kill anyone with the sword.
Yeah, I didn't stab anything with the sword in the last
Not like
encounter.
the lizard folk or the
I wasn't there for the lizard encounter. No.
I don't remember for sure, but I don't know if you killed anything.
But definitely in the last encounter, or the last session, I didn't stab anything.
Oh, do Eldritch Blasts not count?
No.
They're like not as satisfying. Is what he says that to Petra.
Yeah, but
it's not the same.
Sword. It's still the sword killing.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
He's trying really hard to sleep on the owl so he can get back.
Yeah, by the time you get back to Brindle, so you're going. Do you guys want to stop in Witchcross?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think we'll just stop at Witchcross.
So yeah, you guys land in Witchcross. It is getting a little bit late. But as you pull up into Witchcross, I don't
Pull up.
remember if I had a name
Pull
for the
up.
tavern here. So I'm just gonna say that the tavern's name is the Darrington Tavern. Sure.
The Thick Axe.
The Thick Axe.
With 2 C's.
Sure, it's the Thick Axe Tavern. So yeah, you guys pull into the. It's after dark at this point. This is the same inn that you had been in, that you were in last time. Actually,
But the V in tavern is a thick ass W.
Yeah. It's that kind
today,
where
old
the-
friend. So yeah, you guys get in, and there's kind of like the innkeeper is kind of a fidgety old man, bald, hooked nose, clean sleeves, dirty apron, the whole nine. And you, Crete, as you enter, you see that booth that you'd had the conversation with your wife in.
Oh, thanks.
That you now know is actually the last conversation you had with your wife. They say, "Oh, the adventurers are back. Please, come inside. Big spenders, aren't you?" And he make you have passive 21 perception.
Yep. And
it
19
seems
investigation.
yeah, he definitely hands you a different menu. And the prices seem higher than they were last time.
Hey, wait a
Wait a minute.
second. What's up with this menu?
Wait, rather, times are tough, with the
No.
with the
Can
armies.
I grab
and-
someone else's menu? Like,
Sure.
Right.
You grab someone else's menu. It's the same prices that were last time.
I grab my trunk and I just like hold it out in front of him.
I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I just figured that maybe these folks don't have the same funds that you
Look,
have.
buddy. And I'll like shove the menu like with my trunk to over like Creed or Petra.
Okay.
He wants to grab it. Like, look, buddy.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
I like wrap my trunk around the guy.
Yes. So I am
appreciate
terribly
a
sorry,
good
sir.
Scam. Look, buddy, I appreciate a good scam as much as the next guy. Morality's all made up. Do what you can. As long as you can live with yourself, it's all that matters. Great stuff. But you got to be cleaner than that.
Oh well, I usually don't have such intelligent adventurers coming through.
You
You
raised
are-
the price on us by a copper piece, 2 copper pieces. Maybe we don't notice. But I mean, charging 3 gold for a piece of fish. You're out of your mind.
well, I've
Even
heard.
I would.
I've heard.
Come
I've
on.
heard tales of grilled cheese sandwiches for 50 gold that some adventurers will pay for, on certain islands. But-
Sure. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure, but
Do we just
come on.
look like some
It's a direct attack
adventurers?
at Ricky, by the way.
No, right. But we had like 80,000 gold.
Wait, what happened? I don't
Wait.
remember.
The campaign we ran at the.
Oh
the
yeah,
fire
that's right.
campaign?
I remember
Oh
that.
yeah, that
Yeah.
place.
The
Money, money ceased to have all meaning, though.
Yeah.
We had 80,000
50
gold.
gold piece grilled
Yeah.
cheese sandwiches.
Was that the one with the ketamine table? That was the campaign with the ketamine table.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Classic.
Anyway,
Ketamine table. Oh no.
but yeah,
You won't get it, Chet.
Yeah, there's no way that we can
There's
explain
We're
that.
not
no
explaining
way we
that.
could. Even if we explain it,
Yeah,
it still makes no sense.
Yeah.
big fat.
I think we'll order from the regular menu.
Well, that's totally fine. Here, take this regular menu. It's the regular menu he hands you.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yes. Please take anything, any seat you like. And he like points to a group of people who are like sitting around a table, and he like does like the throat cut thing, like get out. Oh, you can actually have that table over there. They were just leaving.
I think we'll just get a different table, right? I think.
Oh no, there's no other tables. It's a packed place.
All right. I guess we'll take that table then.
They're good for nothing bums, anyways. And how about first round will be on the house, and he gives you all like a mug of ale.
Creed downs it.
Can I make a
immediately.
con save to see how well I take it?
Sure.
In one go.
Pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice mug of ale.
I store it in my trunk.
I do cough a little bit.
I store it in my trunk for later, as elephants do.
As elephants do.
Yeah, Creed just immediately downs his and he orders more. He
Okay.
orders that barrel of wine.
I'm gonna
Sure.
down mine.
I slowly put it in my mouth, and, like, do like squirts a little bit at a time
all right.
as I'm still sketching.
So yeah, a barrel of wine is gonna put you back about 2 gold.
I'll do it.
Or actually, yeah, we'll
I'll
say
do
2
it,
gold.
yeah.
That's fine.
Let's say barrel of wine all around.
Each one of you a barrel of wine. Oh boy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need con saves tonight.
Creed's gonna drink whoever can't finish theirs.
Barrel of wine. Yeah, sure.
Before I drink, I'm gonna go. Here's to feeling good all the time.
Creed's fucking just
Four.
crying.
So yeah,
Con save.
4 barrels of
Coach
wine.
is just gonna go for. He's just gonna like dunk his head in and be like, ah.
4 barrels of wine on me. Don't worry, guys. I've got popcorn money.
Okay. I get my 2 gold back. Nice.
So yeah, you guys each get a barrel of wine. He kind of is like, oh, he's like definitely regretting that he couldn't pawn off the more expensive menu on you
Yeah.
now.
Get fucked.
And yes, he's going to.
4.
Oh god.
And I'm a slow drinker. I'm taking it with me.
Okay.
I will
Timothy's
say,
a lightweight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I take disadvantage because Creed is just fully going in on
He'll
this.
take half of mine too.
Do I need to make
Yeah.
another con save?
And I'll take whoever's doesn't finish. So yeah,
I see, like,
yeah,
I see
grab
he's
it.
taking
My
the
con
biggest
save real quick.
swigs, and so like for every sip I take,
13.
I sneak some into
Ooh.
my trunk.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd
Let me
you
see
say,
if I can
Wilson?
find. I'm looking. So, yeah, you'd have to roll again, please. If you're drinking more than that
Rats.
mug. Oh yeah, you guys are. Zach is killing it apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so as you guys are drinking,
That's pirate life.
Creed is doing
Yeah.
okay.
He's trying really hard to be as fucked up
um,
as Timothy and Petra, but he's just too
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
He burns through it too
Um,
quickly.
yes. I have
I'm
a.
like Timothy's like a rambling drunk.
Okay.
Like when he gets drunk, he just like starts going with the stories and the performances, and it just doesn't stop.
Give
I
me a
think-
performance check at disadvantage.
But
Um,
still, the lowest I can roll is still a 12. It's a 15.
It's a 15.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not a terrible performance. You
Yeah.
can tell he's drunk, but it's like Amy Winehouse drunk. So like even Amy Winehouse drunk is better than 90% of artists sober. So yeah. I'm trying to find this game that I had that was
Come
really
fair
fun.
maidens, we'll be sure you farewell. It's like strumming on my lute.
Mhm.
Nice. I think Creed is the kind to be like, man, if I just was better, things would have ended better than that.
No,
Yeah, I'm
listen,
like-
listen to me.
I'm just angry all the time, and it's
Look.
not working out. I can't just I can't just be that. I was something before this.
Look, I agree with you. Listen, I know you got your issues and you need to sort them out, but everyone does, and you did the best you could. You did more than anyone else. All right? That's what
It
you've
wasn't
been
good
doing.
enough.
It doesn't.
She's gone.
There's no such thing as good enough. Sometimes.
I couldn't be the big
Sometimes you do
angry
everything-
one to help her.
Sometimes you do everything right and it just doesn't work. Okay?
Preach.
But I can lower those chances. I I'll tell you here. The one, me, Crete, I stand up to the whole bar. I take another swig. Will no longer be just big, angry cowman. I will be big, angry cow guard. And then I immediately go outside in a drunken mess and immediately start doing some of my old guard exercises.
Just very drunkenly.
I'm like, I don't realize that he's left.
Okay.
For a while, so I'm like holding my Nikolai wine barrel, just like
Amazing.
talking to no one in particular, with like Petra and Zach.
I feel like Petra's been at the bar getting animatedly drunk, being like, you know, I was the master of an ocean. You know how insane that is?
Give me a performance check at disadvantage, please. 10. Okay.
Not terrible.
Yeah. So there's a few people listening. You see, like, there's like an elvish woman, like a half elf woman with like dark hair, like kind of like at your arm, like on your arm.
I start giving off like Crete some advice.
He's not there.
Yeah,
look, you can't just change overnight. Change takes time. Listen, let me tell you, we're a peaceful people for the most part, the Loxodons, but we've had one civil war and it got real ugly. Okay.
Is Zach still there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. It got real ugly, okay, and it spanned over 100 years, okay, because here's the thing, we're not a warlike people. You got to think about what it takes for a people that aren't warlike to get embroiled in a war.
Crete's gonna come back in to come grab his barrel of wine, and he's gonna go back outside to continue his drinking.
There's not a thing. It's not simple to start, but it's not simple to stop either, and so it's this mess. And once you start thinking in a way that you want to change who you are, I mean, it's good to evolve, but once you start thinking that way, you can really just spiral out of control. I mean, the amount of culture, history that we lost in that war, man, we still haven't recovered. It's still not the same. So just be careful of what you're gonna lose if you start, blaming yourself for everything, trying to start from scratch over and over again. I mean, your wife still loved you, right? She loved the person that you were. Would she have loved who you're gonna become?
He's not even there. He's out there, like, swinging his axe, like...
123! 312!
At this point, I'm explaining the, god that I worked for.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, so he's this giant kraken, okay? Do you guys know what a kraken is?
Oh, no. Tell me what a kraken is.
Kraken, alright, you see, a kraken is a giant squid. But this one, it was like the size of this whole city times 2, and that's as far as he goes. Everything after that is pretty much incoherent.
Yeah, you're so funny.
I like to look around. I imagine there's a stuffed bull head in the bar.
Sure.
I look around, Crete. Oh, there! I stumble over to that. Just lean against the wall. All right,
it's a sign, man.
We Loxodon are a pretty peaceful people, right? But 100, and I just give the whole spiel again.
I'm gonna try and stop you because I'm not that inebriated, but I just can't. You keep going.
No. Listen, I gotta tell him. What I gotta tell him.
That's not him though. That's not him. He's outside.
What do you mean it's not? Look, I know it's not him right now. I'm trying to get him back here, right? That's my whole sort of goal with this.
Oh, but
as you're outside, Crete, you see a woman kind of watching you from the shadows, and eventually, as you're like, are you doing like a kata? Is it like a like just practice swings, or are you just kind of like awkwardly swinging your axe around?
I am doing like the practice swings kind of deal, because before, when Crete was like a human guard, his weapon was like more of like a halberd. But as a barbarian, he wears a great axe, but it's kind of the same deal. So he's just like practicing his old swings and like his own old instruction outside. So he has so he's not just swinging in a rage, he's like swinging with a purpose.
Okay. So yeah, the woman she watches you for a moment, and then she steps into the light. She's a halfling woman, braided auburn hair, light brown eyes, and she says, kind of snorts, "You're swinging that axe all around, axe. Axe.
I have a thick axe, I know.
Might as well make yourself useful. Got some wood that needs to be chopped. Come here."
He kind of stumbles a little bit on over. He's not super wasted, but he is pretty drunk.
She snaps in front of your eyes for a moment. Hey!
Yeah.
No, you're not allowed to be drunk in public here. Pick yourself up. Pull yourself together.
I'm just practicing. I had a bad couple days, but I'm... Then he's gonna throw up. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm so fucking sorry." And then he starts crying.
She's gonna like
I just keep fucking up.
She's like 3'6", and she like sits down next to you.
He's on his knees, like, I just can't be good enough.
Puts a little arm around you as well as she can, which is not very well, but full arm around you, like, there. No, you're fine, big man. Why don't we? Do you have a place to stay here? Would you like some? I think I have some parsnip stew.
No, it's okay. I have a room at the inn. It's right there.
Oh my!
You should get out of this area. Honestly, it's about to get fucked by a lot of hobgoblins.
We don't have not many places to go, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm also the cleric of Pelor here, so.
Pelor.
Yes. My brothers and sisters in Brindol insisted that I stay here and help anyone who needs it.
I kind of like look and see if like I recognize any of the stuff on her. Still drunk, but is like looking to try to like be like, do I know you?
Make a perception check.
Sure.
Disadvantage because you're drunk.
Of course.
18.
18.
Yeah, you don't seem to recognize her.
Do you still have any?
I threw it all up.
Do you still have any disadvantage or penalty?
Maybe.
Oh, it would be -1, so that's a 17.
Yeah, so 17. Yeah.
So yeah, no, you don't recognize her. She just seems to. I mean, you recognize the symbol of Pelor, from when you had been in Brindol and you'd seen the large cathedral of Pelor in Brindol. It seemed to be like the primary. It's like Pelor is like a pretty generically neutral good god. And so it's the largest church in Brindol. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be like a large church in this town. Just her.
Would I know if the god Pelor has any relation to the god of the Tirikiri that we saw? The Tiri Kator? when we were there? Because I also went to that god.
That's true. I will check the name real quick. I don't believe so. Because they're of different. The other one was of the it's the Elvish pantheon, and this is the human pantheon. So there's. It is a little bit. I will say it is a little bit strange to you that this is a halfling cleric of Pelor, because it's usually a human god, but that's not that unusual.
Okay. Don't really see many of your kind speaking the good word of barber shop. What was the Pelor?
Hey, Lord, just because you're drunk doesn't mean you can be disrespectful.
I'm sorry, I meant no disrespect. It's just an observation. I was curious as to what drew you to your god.
Well, I grew up in Brindol, around all the humans there, and so figured a life in service. It was, we were basically, in order to fit in better, we decided to go into the church and pull up my name. Sorry, I have I became acquainted with Miss Goldenbrow, who is the high priestess of Pelor in Brindle, and she offered me an apprenticeship, and so there I was. I became an acolyte, and now I'm a priest. And now I'm here. So, hopefully, I can do some good for this town if we get attacked by the hobgoblins. Or I can provide a stalling tactic if the town becomes overrun.
I think Creed is, obviously thinking again back to, the coming forces. And he's getting a little bit more like, like this is work. I can get my mind off this stuff if I'm working. So it's like, has any scouts come back to say how long before the army reaches Brindle?
I actually just got a message today. I don't know if I should share it with you, but it seems like you might be too drunk to remember in the morning, so I will. Scouting report has said that the advanced scouts have stopped. The army's advance has halted at Talar. Seems they've suffered some kind of a major setback of some sort, based on the reports. So, I don't know. Perhaps something happened to their supplies or to their recruitment process. They might have overextended. I'm not really a military mind, so I don't know much about these things.
Creed kind of smirks and he goes, yes, a temporary victory, I suppose.
Damn, that's the name of the episode.
That's I fucking
that's the name
so
of the
hard. That's the name.
Let's go.
It's the name of the movie.
She looks directly into the camera.
Creed does too.
He said the thing.
He kind of gets up and he's like, still drunk but sober enough to know. Okay, that's enough for tonight.
Let me pull up my priest stat block actually to see what spell
Creed,
she has.
There you are. Listen, we Loxodon are peaceful people.
That's still not me. He's
Yeah.
She's gonna look at both of you and say, "All right, that's enough." And she is going to one after the other cast lesser restoration on both of you, and you are both stone cold sober now.
That.
And she's gonna say, "And with that, you two need to go get some rest. If you're heading to Brindle in the morning, aren't you?"
Yeah. How do you know
You
that?
tell her that?
You are traveling from the north. You're traveling south. I assume you're traveling to Brindle. Plus, you asked
Can I
about it.
insight check that?
Sure,
Can I also insight check that?
sure. You are no longer at disadvantage because you are stone cold sober.
I have
It's
still have
25.
25.
Where's my insight? Why can't I see? There it is.
It's alphabetical.
That's a 6.
It's a 6. Timothy. Yeah. I mean, it's not an unlogical. It was a lucky guess. Is probably what you get from it.
Okay.
Crete,
Yes,
you're not really
possible.
sure. So
Yeah,
I don't know what your mind would latch on to, but I would say maybe you assumed that you told her while you were drunk.
I think
and don't
because
remember.
I think because people are also just naturally evacuating to Brindle.
Mhm.
I'm like,
It's not an
that-
unreasonable guess for her
He's
to
like,
make.
yeah, that kind of makes sense. Sorry, my name is Creed Isla. I never got your name. Thank
It's
you.
Farah Orner.
Pharaoh.
Farah, I'll put the Orner. And she's a halfling cleric of Palor.
Alright. When we head to Brindle, if I find your high priestess, I will let her know what you're doing here.
Well, I hope she already knows because she's the one who sent me, but any progress reports would be appreciated, I'm sure. I'm sure spreading the good name. Would you perhaps be interested in learning about Palor at all, or maybe another time?
Probably another time.
So yeah.
Yes. And then Creek goes to sleep to get that last fucking thing off him.
Okay. Does anyone else want to accomplish anything before you go to bed? Or are we ready to move on?
I think
we're
I'm good, yeah.
Speak to everyone in the morning.
Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys both got cured of your drunkenness, and
does he tell us what she said to him about the supply lines or anything?
I think I'd let you guys know before we go to bed.
Before you go to bed, okay.
Yeah, just so we.
Petra is still drunk.
Yeah, Petra.
So I don't think Petra would remember.
Okay, then
I'll tell him in the morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
then I'll tell him in the morning.
So yeah, I figure you'll talk in the morning. And with that, I think we're gonna take a quick bio break.
Let's go.
And we will be back in 5 or so minutes.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back, chat. Mwah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. All right, sick.
Alright, I'm back.
Nice.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, also, the tavern keeper's name is just Balwer.
Baller.
Okay.
Balwer is the innkeeper.
Can it be Baller? He be ballin'?
What is it? It's the thick axe.
Yeah, the thick
Tavern.
axe.
Tavern with a thick W.
Oh yeah.
Thick axe
All right.
tavern.
Thick axe.
Alright. Oh, would now be a
Well,
good time to introduce the instrument idea that I had for the quest?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The what idea?
You'll
He was
see.
for his personal quest. He wanted to invent an instrument.
Ah, nice.
All right. So, yeah. I think we're back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do it.
Do you have an image?
Japanese for the instrument thing.
Oh, an image?
Or yeah.
Or just have a concept.
It's just sort
That
of
was-
a concept.
That was fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So in the morning, I assume, I'm gonna like sort of gather everyone up. Okay. I wasn't sure when to bring this up to all of you, but you may have heard Crete in my drunken rant to you last night when I talked about the Civil War.
Civil
on
War.
Aquilon.
What?
Yeah, I told you about the Civil War, the lost culture, and
No,
art and history.
I was outside practicing my swings, which I was also doing this morning as part of my personal quest.
Why
I
did
know
you look
that's a
that
weird way
way?
to phrase it, but
Yeah, he says that in character.
yeah.
But no, you weren't talking to me. Maybe Zach. Zach was still there when I left.
I vaguely remember this.
Zach, were you wearing a bull costume?
No.
Incredible.
Ballads of the Lost Empire, The Hangover.
There's a tiger in your room. Like,
Yeah. Wait,
It's like
one
one
of
of
us
us
is
is
a
a
tiger.
Security number 2 then.
Yeah. Am I the one that's like missing then? Who's the one that's
no, yeah. So, yeah.
All right.
It's
anyway,
the legs. The legs are missing.
Oh, we're
The
looking for
point
Henry.
is, I didn't want to tell you guys this when we were still, stressed and sort of on the clock, but it seems that we have a little bit of breathing room now.
Right. Yeah, oh yeah, because I informed you guys of that, yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We have a little bit of time. We should probably reconvene at Brindol and see exactly how much.
Yeah, well. So, as I mentioned, the Civil War on Aquilon, we lost hundreds of years of advancement, history, culture, technology, all that.
Damn.
Yes, as what happens.
Yes.
Just
And
that.
we still haven't fully recovered, including an item of legend only called the Everhorn. And it was said that it would play a melody so sweet and it could imitate every instrument, sometimes all at once in the hands of a skilled enough player. And that it could it was said that it would, bring nature to one side, bring people back from the dead. I don't know what it really does. It's all mired up in legends and stories, but the point is, after peace was achieved on Aquilon, many maestros and scientists tried for decades to try to recreate the instrument that was lost somehow. And none ever managed it because, according to the sparse schematics we had, there didn't seem to be the proper materials. For whatever reason, there didn't seem to be the proper metal or the proper wood anywhere in Aquilon. It was thought that, the planet had somehow basically destroyed all the trees and ore needed in the war. But, well, it seems to me that actually, having walked around on your world, having seen your forests, having felt the trees, that the instrument might have been partially from the material plane.
Interesting.
Do you believe that you'll be able to manufacture it?
Well, I don't have any of the schematics with me, unfortunately, so it's a tall order, but that's the hope.
Do you think that this is a endeavor that we should seek currently? We do have a bit of a lull, it seems.
Yes. I think if even, one or two of the legends about it are real, that it could prove invaluable to, my contribution to this battle. And also, whatever I just had to do afterward. But whatever. My contribution to the battle. Focus on that part.
We can definitely look into it. We're going around to a lot of places, it seems, in the Elser Vale. So we're bound to find things that may have been involved. We can also ask places.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping to look into at Brindol.
Yes, I see no problem with this. I too will be exploring my own
body.
Kind of. It involves the body.
Nice.
I will be looking into my own ways of improving myself.
Extremely arousing. Please tell me more.
I can't say much now. Well, I can probably just say that I took that level into fighter.
So he is a fighter 1, barbarian 7.
I will now change that.
Nice.
Ooh, I didn't notice that you hadn't updated it on the thing.
No,
That's cool.
I kept it kind of secret. That's why I was practicing all my. That's not where it goes. My stuff for
Minotaur 7. Amazing.
Oh god, replacing my keyboard is not great. Yeah, that's why I was like practicing all my previous forms. Yeah.
Because you were drunk.
Yeah, well, yes, I was drunk, but like there was some truth in what I was saying about in what I wanted, that I didn't want to just rely on this rage because it clearly has failed me.
Yeah, rage definitely is dehydrating.
Fuck, that one was even good. Yeah.
Glug glug.
Glug glug, baby.
So Creed's gonna be taking some, or is going to try to take some levels outside of just being Rage Man.
As a question, did you share with them about what you saw in your vision about the giant woman?
I do now.
Okay.
I probably should have said this sooner, but with everything that was happening, from sleeping and being sad, didn't have the time. So when I was dead, I was in the maze again, and there I saw a giant. female, one we have not seen before. It wasn't one of the other giants we saw before, right?
No, she looked distinctly different.
Yeah.
She was more, kind of had more of a lightning air to her. Let me find it. Like a storm. Yeah, kind of like grayish blue skin and like white hair. And then like the distinctive feature you noticed was she had this enormous scar across her face.
Yeah.
And then a flute and an axe was what she had wielding. Or a panpipes, I said, actually.
Yeah. And I tell him...
A panpipe?
Plural panpipe. A set of panpipes.
Set of panpipes? Describe them.
Did I see them well enough to describe them?
I mean, they just seem to be normal panpipes, but they were like sized for a giant. The only reason why you actually knew she was a giant is because of the scale of the things around her. Because you only saw her in your vision.
Got it. I tell him she told me to meet her at the highest point where the mountain meet the stars. That's what she said, right?
Where the mountain meets the sky.
Meets the sky. Okay. I don't know if it's. Hang on, I'm looking at the map now to be sure. I'm not quite.
Out of character, I'll let you know that it's somewhere you'll have to research to find out where that is. So we're turning. It's becoming Call of Cthulhu. Is basically what. Switch your character sheets over.
Got it.
Welcome back to 9 hit points.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, you'll be able to research all of the stuff that you've gotten in Brindol.
I will definitely do that then.
So that will be a task for then.
Mm-hmm.
Where the mountain meets the sky. So yeah, are you guys now gonna head to Brindol? It'll take you about half of the day to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Cool. So yeah, you guys hop on your owls. And then as you're flying, I will have you make a perception check for me, actually, if you would like, to see where the Black Fist is. If you can see...
Passive perception do anything?
21.
I will... It depends on how everyone else rolls. It depends on how you roll.
Do I have advantage for any reason?
No.
Well, I don't have any negatives anymore.
Oh, okay. So yeah, most of you guys can see kind of like the vague outline of the army, kind of camped out. It seems like they've built a fairly Talar. You guys hadn't really investigated very much. You didn't stay in that town for very long. But it didn't seem like a wall. It wasn't like a walled city. It seems like they've built like a set of walls. Just it's pretty standard wooden walls, like a palisade, like a barricade. And they're holding their army there. You can see that there are. It's hard to see from this distance, and especially flying. Lieutenant Zach is used to a little bit more high flying. From being on deck of a ship in the Astral Sea.
Right.
Yeah.
And is able to get a little bit of a better look. And you can see that there seems to be one central like tent in the camp that seems a bit more it seems to be like the commander's tent. And I'll say with a 26, you're able to make out the forms of a bugbear, a goblin, and a hobgoblin that are each walk into that large tent as if for a meeting.
Therapy. And
therapy
starts going down.
So yeah.
Do we want to engage or just keep going to Brindol?
I mean, they still have the entire army.
Yeah.
It is still like as big of an arm. It's basically the same size of army as you saw in Drellin's Ferry.
Okay.
So still a big army, but if you guys want to make an insight check for me.
Sure.
I'll
make all the checks you want.
The checks I want, baby. Ooh, nice.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say with those, yeah, sure. Anyone who got above a 15, you're pretty easily able to deduce that it seems like they're holding up at Talar because they don't believe that they can take Brindol with their current army. It seems like they were counting on meeting with some reinforcements that are not coming.
Do we...
For example, a bunch of mutated minotaurs.
Yeah.
Got it. Right. Yeah.
What was the question you had, Milad?
It was that. It was.
Okay.
Was it the minotaurs? Yeah.
It might. I mean, that would be a logical conclusion. That's not
right.
So, as you guys reach Brindol, are you guys touching down inside the city, or would you like to stop outside the gates and then enter the city? How do you want to handle this?
I think we'll just go straight inside. Yeah, we all have our things to do.
No, I think we.
I don't know if there'll be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Giant owls flying inside the city.
Yeah,
they don't know who you are. Yeah.
Let's sit. Let's
land outside.
Okay.
And then, over here.
Walk the rest of the way. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Fine.
Scroll into the Brindol chapter. So yeah, you guys reach the city gates. And I don't know why I have that. Yeah, you guys sit down and kind of wade through the refugees. The two guards at the gates seem to be kind of gruff. One of them's a half orc. One of them is like a dwarf. They kind of look at you guys as you enter, like, "Oh, all right, let them in. We recognize these ones." You guys are let in with no difficulty.
Business.
And yeah, so as you enter the city, which side of the city did you say you wanted to enter from? So you guys were coming from the north. And there are gates here, 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 here. So.
Probably the back.
So
is
here,
closer, because we're going to report to the Lord, right? So whichever
is that
one's
the plan? Oh, geez, that's enormous.
Oh!
You are here. Stay puffed marshmallow man.
You are Brindle.
Yeah, I think we're gonna first report, unless
to Lord Jarmath.
Yeah, I think we're gonna report what happened and then go do our individual stuff.
Cool. So yeah, you guys make your way into the city. The first thing you notice as you enter this area number 5 here, it was the market. This is actually the same market where Lieutenant Zach had purchased his cool hat.
Hey.
Fantastic.
And the first thing the first thing you notice is that the city seems a lot less populated than it was last time. It seems like people are starting to leave the city and make their way towards Denevar, which is the city that is far to the east. The stalls seem to be a little bit more short on items, and you notice that the prices are also higher. It seems that there is a lack of supply and a increase in demand.
Boy, 6% inflation, am I right?
You tell him, brother, one of the shopkeepers says.
Anyway, get your popcorn, only 2 gold.
I grab like, come on, we gotta go.
Yeah, you guys are heading to the where are you going to? My brain is hurting.
That's normal.
That's normal. What's the? Oh, it's you're going to. I think it was 19. Is my memory? Yeah, Brindle Keep 18. So yeah, you guys. You're heading to Brindle Keep, which is where Lord Jarmath keeps his army, keeps himself, which is 18 here-ish. As you're making your way through the city, you can see that there are. You pass by the. Area number 10 here is Valorians, which is the Brindle Playhouse. It seems like the company that was acting there has moved out, or is in the process of moving out.
For the music.
You also pass by area number 7. Seems to be obviously it's a tall, thin, multi-story buildings, and it seems to be a wizard tower. Although you hadn't passed it yet. Building 11 is a 2-story building. It seems to be a academy with a large library. You see a few students walking around with scrolls and having discussions about philosophy. Area 13 is a richly furnished manor, elegant in size, with stables, garden, and an archery range where you can hear arrows tunk, tunk, tunk into a target. And as you finally reach the familiar Brindle Keep, it is a squat 4-towered keep perched atop the central hill. It's the tallest, it's the best view of the entire city. And as you two enter, it seems that you're expected, and you are led directly into the chamber where Lord Jarmath stands. As a reminder, Lord Jarmath is a kind of lean, middle-aged man, but he seems aged beyond his actual age. He seems like he looks older than his age.
Right.
You get the impression that he has gotten sleep recently, where the last time you'd seen him, he hadn't gotten sleep for a couple of weeks. And he seems a little bit better rested now. And he says, he looks at all of you. I don't know what you did, but I could kiss you all right now. And he walks over, and he attempts to kiss all of you.
Kiss in my trunk.
I'm gonna be like, stop right there.
Stop right there.
I let him try.
You guys remember that CGI dancer in the special edition of Return of the Jedi?
That is such a specific
mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. I kiss him with my trunk.
Okay.
I'd see if he can reach.
I do remember this,
but I won't stop him.
Oh, he can't. He's like 5'11", so he's not really tall enough to kiss you unless you bend down.
Oh, real 5'11" of you, buddy.
He'll just be happening. He'll just be happening to bend down to pick up a coin, and if a kiss happens.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened. I need to hear everything. What did you do?
I died.
Please sit down. Sit down.
I died.
Would you like anything to eat?
I died.
Yeah, he did die. That is.
He didn't die.
I show him the chest scar I have now.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Sick chest scar.
Yeah, it's it looks almost like it's like the Iron Man circle, but bigger.
I'll take
and
it.
It's just where the rest of your skin is covered in matted fur. This is just bare skin. No hair will grow there.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. They were creating some creatures, some Minotaur mutation creatures that was supposed to, by what we could see, were supposed to help reinforce their assault on Brindol. We destroyed them, and their labs and everything to create it. So they are currently not getting those reinforcements.
So that must be why they have halted at Talar then.
That's what we
Yeah.
would suspect. But we're not quite sure how long.
Yes. Well, as long as they've halted, is there any other leads that you have on their forces, or where they might be getting some kind of additional aid?
We did see their armies at
Talar, yeah.
Talar, yeah.
They seem to be halted. We didn't see any like influx of troops, did we, from any other direction?
No,
Not that you could see, no.
But we secured additional aid for our side.
Yes.
Yes.
Additional aid.
Production of Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
I love that play.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
incredible.
everyone-
You should have been there.
The company. I've been trying to get the company to put it on for years, but once again,
could do
love
it.
amongst the dragons.
Once there's peace here, I would be happy to serve as the theater virtuoso at your company. The Lockstone put on the finest plays you've ever seen, especially with my soon-to-be musical prowess.
I guess I'll have to take your word for it. I don't know how much Valorian would take to that, but I'm sure we could get a guest performance.
Interesting.
But yes. Is there? And as he's like kind of bumbling, like trying to express his gratitude, you see a woman walk in, and she is obviously a cleric. She is actually an ASMR, who has kind of a smooth, like almost mask-like white face, with what is this? I'm getting so kind of very pale skin, these really intense dark blue eyes, and she says, "Dearest, who are these people?" She also has a holy symbol of Palor. I think I didn't say that.
You did not say that.
Dear Tredora, these are the adventurers that I was telling you about, the ones who came to see me before. And everyone, this is Tredora Goldenbrow. She is the High Priestess of Palor here in Brindol.
I see what you mean.
I met one of your acolytes, Farah Orner, in Witchcross. She's doing good work there.
I'm sure she is. She is one of our best. That's why I sent her out of the city.
Yes. She would like more updates, though.
I will be certain to send her a message later today. Thank you.
Can I just ask, by the way? I noticed the city in general seems to be a lot emptier. There's not any forces leaving, are there? You're just evacuating the public, is that right?
Yes, that is the plan.
Okay.
I managed to convince him, and she kind of like puts a hand on his shoulder that's obviously like familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I've managed to
fucking.
Can I
fucking.
Oh, that's pretty clear. It's pretty clear that they have like some kind of romantic relationship, even if it's not like explicit. Puts this stubborn bull.
Like they had the cloth and they cut a hole in. Like one of those kind of. That's what I want to do the insight for, actually.
See what they're into.
Sure, you can roll a fetish.
If there's
insight
a
check.
loophole, could this be religion instead of insight?
Roll a fetish insight check for me.
All right.
Good.
Hey, that's almost a nat 20.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
Classic.
Okay. Crete, they seem to be like no nonsense, but like they enjoy each other's company. Like they're romantic and sexually attracted to each other.
Oh, they
Timothy, you're certain that they're step siblings.
Wow, that was a that one.
Wow. Now, this is a fantastic play idea.
Oh no.
Les cousins dangereux.
According to George Michael's flawless internal clock, within 42 seconds. Yes. I will always love the Arrested Development references every time. So yeah. But yeah, she describes that I've been attempting to get as many of our non-essential personnel out of the city as we can. But in this case, I think I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. We have a limited amount of clerics, and people still need services, even on the road. So I feel selfish hoarding our clerics here almost. Even sending Farah out was a big ask, and I will have to be recalling her soon, especially if that halt of the Black Fist is only temporary.
I would maybe do that sooner. We have a large force of wood elves, known as the Tiri Kitor, on their way to help defend the city of Brindol.
If I'm honest, I thought the Tiri Kitor were a myth. I'm glad they are not.
No, they've helped us so far, and if by what we can tell of the army, with this added force, we still, while still slim, may have a chance.
Yeah.
I think you may be correct. Dear, I think, are you all heading out of the city after this? Is your plan to do you plan to stay in the city with us, or do you plan to go out and continue attempting your sabotage against the Black Fist?
I think
we've been given a window of time. We better do what we can.
Yes.
Capitalize on the momentum, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be improving ourselves or improving the situation itself.
Yes.
Well, by improving ourselves, we improve all situations relating to it. It's the Dalai Lama.
I think that you are correct. Little wise group. If you are going to be leaving the city, dear, she kind of nods, and she has she has very long sleeves in her robes, and you see as she kind of lifts her hands, revealing that she has a white gold ring on one of her fingers. It has, you can see kind of like lettering in Celestial written on it, and she pulls it off. Which of you would like this? It will size to your finger. She clarifies.
Is it an attunement thing?
It would. Yes, it will require. Actually, no, it does not require attunement.
Okay, then it's.
What does it do?
It is a ring of recall. If you say the words, "Paylor bless me," it will activate, and it will cast the spell Word of Recall on you and anyone nearby, and bring you back to the Cathedral of Paylor here.
Ooh.
Fast travel.
Nice.
So it is so it's a Word of Recall.
Let's not forget the amulet too.
We should give it to Zach.
Yeah, you end up to 5 willing creatures.
Yeah.
I feel like Zach is the most likely to stay alive in a pinch. If we
Yeah,
that's true.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you're getting it to Zach.
Mm-hmm.
The ring.
Mm-hmm. So it is basically
precious.
Here
gets a crossbow and a ring. Nice.
Precious.
So it allows you to cast the spell Word of Recall. You and up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet of you instantly teleport to a previously designated sanctuary, which in this case is the Cathedral of Paylor here in Brindol. you if you cast the spell without first preparing a sanctuary, it has no effect. Yeah, it's fine. So basically, it just snaps you back with an action to the cathedral here in Brindol. One time, and it has to be like re-blessed by by a high level cleric of Palor in order to make it work again, basically.
All right.
So yeah, you can just throw. It's just called a Ring of Recall. And yeah, Word of Recall is an official spell, so you can just drag it onto your character sheet and say one time Word of Recall or Ring of Recall.
Yeah.
So yeah. Is there anything else we can help you with in the city?
Yes.
I need to get attuned to this crossbow here.
We have a few things.
I don't know if I can help you with that. Usually you can just sit with it for an hour.
There's sort of a ceremony involved. He needs to do a little bit of BDSM.
Yeah,
That's pretty kinky.
I don't know if that's I'm like look at her shiftily and be like, I don't know if that's something you're into.
Do I know if they're into that? I had the 20 insight.
They you catch like a quick glance between them.
There. I'm gonna turn to Petra and be like, oh, they're phantom threading it up hard.
He's like, yes.
This
I know
guy
exactly what
fucks.
you speak.
This guy fucks.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't think I can help you with that. Unfortunately, it's not really a clerical thing to do. Do you have?
Do you have any? I'll talk to the king. Like, do you have anyone at your disposal? Any wizards? We just need a lightning spell.
A lightning spell. Immerstal the Red is the wizard and alchemist. He stays at, and he points you back to location. Where is it? I think it's 7. Yeah. So location number 7 on the map is his wizard tower. You might also be able to head over to the Brindol Academy. They might have some apprentices that would like their practice.
Okay.
We would also need somebody that knows Identify for this amulet. So that might be a good place. Well, I'll show. Well, I don't know.
You notice that as you pull out the amulet. Do you pull out the amulet?
Yeah, I think we're gonna show it. I think the priest may know what it is.
Tredora like visibly recoils at the sight of it. Like,
maybe not.
That is
Do you want me to put it away?
I can tell that thing is unholy. It's not. I can handle it, but I just don't have that out in public, please.
Okay, of course.
Perhaps you can. The wizard, Immerstal, can probably identify that for you. Yes, I believe Immerstal has access to most wizard spells. If I don't know everything there is to know, but I know that he is a mid to high level wizard and has the ability to identify items. Perhaps also, if that fails, then some research in the academy might do well.
Yes. I have one final thing. Does the place or the wording of the highest point where the mountain touches the stars, is there a place connected to that saying, or is there any meaning behind it?
Let's see how much they know. They don't know much.
No, fuck 'em.
I don't
Just say lick my taint.
Nothing in I don't know of anything in Elservale of that kind, but my guess is it would be something to do with the mountains. Yes, I have traveled far and wide, but I've never heard of such a place. Perhaps it is I would recommend heading to the academy. They might be able to aid you in research of that kind.
Very well. Do you guys have anything else to ask them? Because I think that's it for me.
Where would
I'm
I
good.
find information regarding music and instruments?
Let me.
Materials used therein.
My
such
first
on-
ins.
And
My,
also regarding
etc.
creatures I understand they're called elephants.
Yeah, she's learning.
I think perhaps I would point you to the academy would be my first instinct. Perhaps Immerstal would have information as well in his tower. And then if you're looking for information on instruments, perhaps there are most of Valorian's company is scattered at this point. But perhaps there let me think. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. I don't have any other ideas on places that would be able to tell you. No.
I see. Well, thank you.
So yeah, Lieutenant Zach, Petra, any questions?
No.
I'm good.
Cool.
Oh, actually, I do have a question.
You guys in the
never
butt
mind. It's
stuff?
too stupid.
You guys in the butt stuff?
Take it back.
They look. Lord Jarmath kind of like eyes widen, like, we do not speak that. I don't know how it is in your realm, but we do not speak that way to nobility here.
Man, you
With my 20, I go, yes, they do.
Arthur's hang-ups, you know that?
Yeah. So are we splitting up? Because it seems like a couple of us may
Yeah.
have to go to the academy, and
Sure.
I can research. I have a thing that allows me to
Your
research.
Thing to research, yeah.
I-
You can also ask people for help on the research if you'd
Yeah.
like to. As
I think I'm also going to the academy just to look into my thing.
I think I'm also going to the academy.
I think I'm the only one splitting off. Is that where what's his name is, the wizard guy?
Yeah. Are you trying to go to the tower? The wizard is slightly off of the tower.
That's fine. Yeah.
But let me just see if I
I'll
can.
give you.
I'll come with you because I need to. I could get information from the wizard and the academy, so I'll.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll
So
bring
you
the
guys are
amulet with me.
are splitting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll split
Um,
into two.
Okay. For
And
the
I'll just
sake.
tell Petra if there's anything interesting about musical instruments, materials used in musical instruments, or elephants. Oblafonts.
Oblafontes.
Then let me know.
Alright. You know, I've seen an elephant before.
Actually, just for the sake of this, can I have you guys all go together?
Sure.
Just
Okay.
go to the academy because I do want to do
Sure.
I have a little.
Well,
Little-
specifically, I'm interested in knowing if there's a performing elephant.
Uh,
Like one
I'm
that
gonna-
plays.
if we're all going together, I'm going to give the amulet to the Zach then, so I can
Okay.
search up the mountain thing.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
No problem. I think you're a good friend, Zach.
Thank you. You too.
You're very reliable, and I'm glad you're a part of the crew.
Thank you.
So yeah, the amulet says, "Kill him." No, I'm kidding.
I'll
kidding.
snap
Here we
his
go
neck.
again.
No. Okay.
He's got the crossbow and the amulet. He's gonna be super fucked.
Unlimited.
Oh yeah. You guys all head
Fucking firing
over.
lightning arrows off. Unlimited power.
Oh no! He already played Sheev.
There's been so much Sheev. God damn it.
Wait,
So yeah,
too
you
much
guys head
Sheev.
over to the Brindol Academy.
Unless.
This is it's a 2-story building, pretty plain on the outside, founded and financed by a grant given by a revered wizard named Lessiter Kane. The Academy offers courses in history, magical theory, geography, alchemy, engineering, and culture. There are a few dormitories that are nearby, and the faculty actually do live on campus. And as you enter, there is kind of a like a female human with like a narrow face, messy copper hair, and green eyes, who is sitting behind the counter, talking to what seems to be a student, well dressed. And as you guys enter, she kind of you can see her eyes kind of widen at these like large kind of road weary adventurers. And as the student that she's with kind of looks over to see what she's looking at, and then like scurries away with like her books. So yeah. Can I help you?
I take the sunglasses off and
I want to spend my vacation at the library.
Yeah, we were looking for a variety of topics, actually.
Yeah.
Well, we do offer research assistance if you have coin.
Oh, we do.
We have coin.
We've got coin.
You have coin? Wow.
How much coin are we talking?
How much research are we talking?
Well,
a lot of research.
We tell her everything we need to research.
On musical instruments, materials for musical instruments, elephants.
Elephants.
Elephants. You said it right the first time.
It's the Lord of the Rings.
Mountain meets the sky, whatever that means.
Yes, that's my thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
also this not I don't show the amulet, but like, what did she say? What
you want to describe the amulet?
I guess
you can give it. You could give like a description of the amulet.
Yeah, I'll give it a description.
Yeah. I will also make a I don't know, just fucking make an intelligence or history check for me if you want, because you guys are forgetting something that is important to that.
Can I do religion?
No.
Oh, history. Okay.
History or just intelligence?
I've rolled so many nat ones.
You've rolled a lot today, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Come on, Zach.
Zach's been the high roller today.
Let's hope.
Natural 1. Here it comes.
Yeah.
17. Sure. I'll say, Petra, you have like a vague memory of the letter that you guys had found. And Lieutenant Zach, you remember that somewhere in the letter it referenced the word phylactery?
Oh, yeah.
And so,
phylactery.
And then it seemed to be something of value. And I'll say with your that just might be something that you'd like to, that would be connected to the amulet.
Wait, what letter is this?
This was the letter you guys had found in the goblins, the Oxlord's chambers.
Oh, okay.
I realize everyone had checked out at that point. That's why I'm giving you guys a little bit more leeway on this, but
I think I might have been dead, but yeah.
You were dead, yeah. Crete was dead, but the rest of you. So yeah. If that's something you'd like to include, would you like to include phylactery?
Yes, we should include phylactery.
Okay. So I will have everyone then, if you would like them to just do the research for you, they will basically be able to dredge up everything the library knows if you give them 48 hours and 50 gold pieces on those topics.
In the meantime, we could also go talk to the other guy, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the attunement? Or...
I suppose so, yeah.
Sure, and for
least,
maybe other stuff.
Yeah, some of us could stay, some of us could go. I think Crete, you stay behind because we've got every other damage type between the rest of us.
I will say also, as you guys begin conversing right here, you hear a commotion coming from inside of the library. And as you look past the front desk and into the central chamber, you see a creature smash its way out of a room. Let me find the... oh geez, Rick. I need to do some...
Oh man.
Oh jeez, Rick. You guys are level 8.
Random encounter.
Come on.
He was just like,
Kinda.
stabby time.
I just figured we might as well. Oh, sure, we'll do it. We'll do one of these.
Oh man.
So yeah,
Do it to him.
you see a creature that you all kind of recognize, actually, except for you, Timothy. Actually,
My God, it's an elephant.
A bone devil comes crashing out of a doorway, menacing a student who is attempting to cast some kind of binding spell at it. And I need everyone to roll initiative for me. I dragged you onto the map, right? So you guys are by this front entrance here. The bone devil.
Devil.
The bone devil. All right, here we
Rat.
go.
Right. Bone devil.
Yeah.
It's just not my
What
day.
was my other one?
You've rolled fewer nat ones than the.
12, okay.
Yeah, I'm just rolling relatively low.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are all by the front door. I'll put an apprentice wizard out because that's fun.
We did
And
fight.
I'll-
How? When was that? When we fought?
That was right before you came back to the material realm.
right. That's when it was.
So yeah. And yeah, this wizard is frantically attempting to cast some kind of binding spell on this creature.
Damn,
It does not seem to be working. With that, Lieutenant Zach, you see this happen first. What are you doing?
I have no way to capture it or like stop it without harming it, so I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
I'll steady aim just for the extra bonus. There you go.
Go for it. Short bow. Okay. Yeah, you fire your short bow at it. I will give you the. Oh, you steady aimed. So yeah, it doesn't seem. This thing seems to be resistant to your non-magical weapon, but it does hit it, and it seems to have caught its attention. And you hear. Does anyone speak
fuck.
Infernal in the group?
Nah.
Don't think so.
Nope.
I don't think I do.
No.
I will
This
check.
is
Okay.
coming before. I don't think anyone.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of looks up, and it like says something in this in its infernal tongue. It seems pissed off. And then you can't move from that.
I'm not gonna understand him and just go, oh shit.
And yeah, you see it now, kind
Like
of
fly now?
as as students begin diving for cover all around. You see the creature kind of start clawing its way past, like knocking over bookshelves, and it is gonna fly the. It does fly actually,
Oh god.
Yeah.
Wait, fly now?
and it
Why?
does have
You
reach.
know
So
what
it's
It
it
gonna
already
land.
flew before.
Why did no one inform me that elephants could fly?
It's not an elephant.
Only one elephant
It's
can
made
fly.
on a boat.
The apprentice here is just kind of like
Is
cowering
that
in
a
the ball.
Dumbo reference, Ricky?
Yeah, that's a Dumbo reference.
It's a deep cut.
It's a deep cut.
That's the
Yeah.
deep cut of all the ones we've done. The Dumbo
The Dumbo reference. The deep cut.
And yeah, it's gonna make 3 attacks against Crete. 2 with its claws,
Oh,
and then 1 with its stinger.
Miss. They all miss.
Oh wow, yeah, you kind of managed to dodge out of it. The woman who was helping you behind the counter is like cowering under the desk, like
Stay there. We'll handle
yeah,
this.
just smash the desk into pieces. With that, Crete, you're up.
All right, Creed's gonna like do one of those cool like table rolls to get on this side. And then he's gonna rage, but his rage is noticeably more like calm, like not. It's still
like a zen
raging.
state.
Yeah, it's still a rage.
It's like a focus.
But
more
yeah,
focused.
he's more focused. Yeah.
Cool.
And then let me check my wild surge. There's the
Ooh.
stuff. D8. 6.
Six?
Oh, my
nice.
AC
Nice.
increases by 1 and everyone near me with
Whoa.
10 feet. How do I think I remember how to do this.
I got it.
Oh, you
I
got
did.
it.
Broken.
So yeah.
10 feet,
Well,
yeah.
it also does get a bonus. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
It's your ally, right?
Allies.
Yeah.
I know. It's kidding. The Bone Devil's not your ally, obviously.
So I
we could be
have
friends.
that going.
Well, we
Could
could be
be.
friends.
We could be friends.
Mhm.
I'm gonna then attack twice, and my swings are more like focused and like aiming for stuff.
Go for it.
All right, here's the. I'm gonna do it focused but reckless.
Okay, sure. We'll call them targeted
all
strikes.
right,
How
well,
about
that's
that?
yeah. So that's a 21. And
hits.
then 19.
19 just hits.
Okay. Did I roll any 1s or 2s? Because I have great weapon fighting
No,
now.
you don't.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah.
Mhm. Fighting style, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you smash into it twice.
Nice.
Your strikes, you can feel that the second hit just barely connected, but you can feel the bones of this creature kind of crackling under the weight of your axe. With that, Timothy, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna look at like the kid that was trying to cast the binding spell.
Okay.
Can you subdue this thing? Like, do you know what you're doing?
He looks at you and just kind of like shakes his head like vigorously, like, I'm
like,
sorry.
Do you have a way to contain it?
I not reliably.
Oh boy. Okay.
It didn't work the first time.
All right, kid. I'm gonna animate one of these benches.
Okay. These are bookshelves here.
So
Classic.
bookshelves. I'm gonna animate one of the bookshelves.
Yeah, even better. Even
All the
better.
books are gonna fall
It's
off.
bigger than the sword. Is that the?
Yeah. I like
That is what.
the bookshelf like turns around.
There's like people hiding behind it, and they're like, ah!
Yeah. It like flanks.
Okay.
And then it like just tilts down and just like throws all of its books down at the devil as it is a
Like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Like,
yeah.
go for it.
as it
Nicolas
does
Cage was
a-
in that one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
We should watch that.
Hang on.
Honestly, yeah. I'm
Not
fine
bad.
with that.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Dancing item stat block is loading. Very cool.
You get to attack with it as part of. Oh, you need an action to animate it.
Yes.
And
When I
19 does
command it
just
as a
hit.
bonus action. Excellent
Cool.
news for 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Very nice.
And then I'm going to give the kid a bardic inspiration.
Awesome.
So he feels
He could
better.
really use it.
Sure, and that's a D8, right? Okay.
That is a
He's
D8.
Inspired. Cool.
I'll be like, all right, kid, I believe in you. And I give him like a tacit thumbs up.
Sure.
And like, as the books fall, the pages out of them like kind of rip out and they turn to confetti. They fly
Let me
out.
see what
He's
this,
inspired.
what the actual. I need to check what the actual spell is for this. Where is it? This takes an hour. It's Oh, actually, his magic circle fail.
Spam.
His,
Failed.
so yeah, he's not going to be able to actually contain it because his magic circle failed.
Oh, damn it. Okay. That would
So,
be good to
yeah.
know, kid.
That was he told you he couldn't help. He couldn't do it.
Yeah, you said not reliably. That's not the same as no.
Okay, well, he's gonna just use his action and the bardic inspiration to make a stealth check and hide.
That's fair.
Dexterity
he needs
7, and he's gonna just roll. He gets to roll 2d8 and take the better one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
we're
my
able to
God.
15. Is he hidden? Yes, he is hidden.
Nice. All right.
Why is
Good
his
for you,
passive
kid.
Perception 9. That doesn't make sense. That's okay though.
It's bone. They don't have eyes. Bone don't have eyes.
Okay. Bone don't have eyes.
Bone don't have eyes.
What does that mean?
I don't
I
know.
mean, they don't. Eyes aren't bones.
Yeah.
That's true.
He is hidden behind this bookshelf here. With that, Petra, you are up. This Bone Devil has engaged you.
There.
Also,
Stab.
Oh,
Stab.
Hold
Oh,
You
get.
get 2 attacks.
Stab.
You get.
I know.
Does that count as an advantage?
You get flanking.
For flanking?
no,
Yeah,
it's not flanking.
Okay.
Alright. And
19
then,
hits for 17. Oh, mama.
Yeah, and then on the
I
second
haven't
one,
got
I'm
things in a while.
I'm gonna smite.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, mama. So that is already
So that's,
17. It's another
What is
12.
that? 2d8.
3d8 because it's a fiend.
Ah.
If you're doing it at first level. And that's another 14. Which he is not thing to. Oh, mama. Yeah, that's a lot of damage to him. He is
That's a lot
is
of damage.
that was he is looking real rough after that.
Is-
The sword is like
is-
yes. Like you can barely like concentrate on what you're doing over the like glee of the sword in your head as you're smashing into this thing. This is what I was made for, you know. It's like, do you have a bonus action or any more movement, or you stay in put?
I'm just gonna stand here and stare at it.
Could you eat
Actually,
one of my
wait.
treats?
Oh, wait, no, that-
You're right
that-
next to
action.
me.
No, I don't think so.
Action to take it out of his bag.
Yeah. If you really want to.
I can do this.
Oh,
I
you're
should have
gonna.
done this before. But
Do you want to say you did it before
sure.
and get the extra 6 damage that you deal to it?
Sure. Why
Sure.
not? And
Might
then it
as
just looks
well.
like I spit in his general direction.
And the sword's like, oh, it's this one? This one. Finally, you used this one. It's overjoyed. Yes.
The sword's a min-maxer? Oh my god.
Lieutenant Zach, you are up. You just saw Petra gleefully cleave into this large devil.
Nice. Alright, I'm going to, as a bonus action, dash over here, flanking him. And then
I don't. That's not flanking.
What do you get flanking here?
I would
The
say
dancing item.
here would probably be his
Okay.
best bet for flanking.
Yeah, I don't think you need
But
to.
you can reach that.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
dash.
With just your
You don't
movement.
even need to dash.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just move here, flanking him, and then stabby stab.
Go for it with advantage. And Frostbrand Rapier.
Oh,
Oh, that is not gonna
that's a
hit.
bad roll.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the first time you've missed. Ever.
Yeah,
in a long
yeah, that's
time.
like the
But
first
like
bad
50% of the time he has advantage
Yeah.
because
That's
he's
true.
steady aiming all the time. So
Yeah.
Oh, he's a rogue, yeah.
he's a rogue.
Yeah, he's a
So
rogue.
yeah,
That's
you
how it works.
you swing at it and he kind of like traps the sword under one of his big feet. He's like, so this one, he says in Infernal, which you don't understand. So yeah, it takes one of its big claws and it's gonna make attack
What's
against
up,
you,
Torilla?
Lieutenant Zach.
You got
Um,
+1. Oh, that doesn't matter.
and that is a
That
21
hits.
to hit.
Sleep. Oh, yeah,
For
go get
11
some
points of
sleep.
damage.
Thanks for coming
I
by.
will use
Uncanny
Uncanny
dodge.
Dodge, yes.
We leveled up, so we're doing our
Reaction uncanny dodge.
our
He's
fight.
gonna make another claw on you, and that misses.
That does not hit.
So we could try.
And
other
then
new
he's
stuff.
just gonna swing his stinger over at Petra.
You get
for
a
22.
That hits.
Okay. And it stabs into you, and I need you to make a con save, please.
Congratulations.
Wow, 20 piercing. That's a max damage roll.
Congratulations, Torilla.
That takes
and that
6
fails.
Congratulations on getting affiliate,
so
man.
you are.
It's big. That's a big thing, man.
You also take these 17 points of poison damage. And you are also poisoned for the next minute.
I like that.
You can
Congratulating
redo the save at
as
the end
my
of each of your
friend's
turns.
dying.
And so that is disadvantage on ability checks and
It's
attack
sick.
rolls, I believe.
I thought I can't get something.
You can't get
You can't
disease because you're a
Okay.
paladin.
Yeah.
Which I will tell you will be relevant at some point in the near future. So just remember that.
That's. I will try.
So yeah, you
will.
see it
I will.
claws it
Yeah.
at Lieutenant Zack one time, and he does like a one-handed stand to dodge it. The second hit, so it crashes down, smashing the table, and then the stinger kind of whips around into Petra and just right in between the knot in the armor. And you feel yourself getting a little bit slow and woozy.
I am
you too,
bloodied.
man.
That was a big
over
hit.
half my health.
That was a big hit.
Make sure you have to sleep well.
All right, yeah.
Arm coming for
And
you.
with that, that is its turn. And yeah, with that, it is Petra's turn. Or not Crete's turn.
You dare.
Apologies.
So Crete.
You should
Kinda-
be thankful that you were treated as the ocean master.
Master of a whole ocean.
No.
Yeah, a whole ass ocean. Think about that.
Oh, hello. I am going to kind of feeling back into it after being out for a hot minute. Crete, I sort of as his way of like putting on sunglasses, like being cool. He takes out his treat, and then he just noms on it. Actually, it's more like how one would like light a cigarette or a cigar. But he just goes and noms on his treat to get his 3 temp hit points as a bonus action.
Outstanding news.
And then he goes, "You're messing with the wrong people. We're the Astral Masters, motherfucker." I attack twice.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Boom, boom. And you have advantage because you have the chance to hit him.
Yes, because I'm flanking. I lost it somehow. There it is. That's 1.
That hits.
That's
Ooh.
2.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
How much is that? So that's
So
16
and 17.
and 17. Ooh, my. Yeah, it's looking real bad.
Thank you.
It seems to be looking around for its summoner. But yeah, it doesn't. And then, do you have a bonus? Oh, you used your bonus action.
Yeah, I ate a treat, bitch.
Alrighty. And so yeah, with that, Timothy, you're up. He's looking.
I'm just gonna like
Treat,
do like a
bitch.
face palm and be like, okay, so kid, could you contain it if it were in a more agreeable form?
Someone could. Yeah.
Okay.
Go get the professor.
Okay, that's a start. In that case,
Better than nothing.
You're gonna try and polymorph it.
I'm gonna try to polymorph it.
Okay, it does have magic resistance.
What is that?
So,
advantage.
Advantage on the save.
Okay.
And has a decent. It's a wisdom save. Is that right?
In that case, well, actually, I wouldn't know that. So
You
I
wouldn't
guess I
know
could-
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a wisdom save. So it's just a wisdom
That is
save.
Correct.
That it makes an advantage. That's a 12.
Fail.
All right. What are you polymorphing it into?
An ant,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just
That's
put a
no
cup
fun.
over it. Alright. Job done.
The sword is incensed at this point.
The sword
It
is
so
very
mad.
angry. I'm like, yo, whoa, what the hell? Come on.
Come on, we're
Look,
trying
turn back.
our
I'm trying.
new
The
skill.
sword is trying to, the sword wants to stab. I think
Let me at him. Let me at him.
I was just getting back in the
let
groove
the
of
sword at him,
things.
It's a fiend. It's made up anyway.
Why it's
That's you see, and then eventually you see coming down the stairs quickly. You see kind of like the picture I have in mind is like McGonagall, like the movie McGonagall, kind of. Oh my! And then you have like kind of
Here's
looks
your bone
around.
devil, and it's like a cup over a piece of paper. Here's your bone devil.
How long does that last?
An hour.
It doesn't get another save, does it?
Nope.
Incredible. She's
Fourth
gonna
level
look.
spell, baby.
It's the most broken spell in the game.
It's the most
fourth
like
level. It should
if
be
it-
at least one level higher.
if it doesn't say if it makes a save, it feels terrible. But if it doesn't make the save, oh
But
man.
but you can just polymorph your friend into a giant ape.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, you can. It's the best healing spell in the game.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
So yeah. I need a name. Sorry. She kind of looks over. Varys, my office now. And then she begins casting magic circle.
All right, great. I'll just like put the cup and the paper down in the middle of the circle.
Okay, yeah. She begins casting. She casts her magic circle. It takes her about a minute to do it. And she seems to she sends some students over to like grab the material components. And she locks it in place. And it doesn't get any it can't willingly enter the let's see.
Are we still in initiative?
If you'd like to.
Start
Are you
fighting each other.
So
PvP.
would you like to are you gonna try and kill it to appease the sword?
Can I?
The way polymorph works is if you kill it in its hand form, it shows back up in its bone devil form.
Yes,
We could
which I
all-
assume it has. I would say it has like 1 hit point basically.
Could we?
I don't know
could
what,
we-
and like AC 10 probably.
Could we all ready an attack so once one of us like steps on it, so it comes back and we all just immediately bonk it?
Sure.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Nah, Petra wants
You
to like
fucking idiots.
stab it twice.
It was looking pretty hurt already, so
Yeah, you fucking idiots. I'm gonna go take a nap. Do whatever you want.
No, Petra says, whoa, no, we need to have a serious discussion about this.
Oh god.
so yeah, she's already casting the magic circle around it, but she kind of is looking like
Okay. Listen. Okay. Sword.
Let's not interrupt them.
I'm gonna pull Petra aside. Okay. Sword.
Petra. Can
Does
you
it
make a
have a
charisma
name?
save for me real quick? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just notice Petra like licks his lips subconsciously.
Yeah.
But other than that, doesn't take any action.
Sword. Does it have a name?
It is the Sword of Knossos.
Yeah, but does it have a name?
That is its name.
Sword of Knossos.
Okay, so sword or Mr. Knossos. Mr. of Knossos. We
The album.
the more we keep ourselves on good terms here, the more opportunity we have to get help from these people to help kill the invading army harder. Sometimes we need to kill less now to kill more later.
He's got a point.
I'm so hungry. Is all you're getting in your head, Petra?
Dude, it's just hungry, dog.
Why don't you go kill some chickens?
I don't think that'll... We should go find some hobgoblins and murder them.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
There's a devil
Works for me.
right there. It was so
Where's
good.
the devil?
It is the casting takes a minute, so I'll say at this point the magic circle has been cast. Are you still concentrating on the polymorph?
As soon as they give me like the go ahead, I'll stop concentrating.
Okay, sure. So yeah, it kind of pops back to its normal form inside of the magic circle. It kind of like you see it like lash out, like it strikes, and you just see like a blast of arcane energy go up and stop it from leaving. And it turns and it looks, and you can see Varys, the student, kind of like peeking around the corner, and it like is clawing at like towards Varys.
All right,
And it's like
I'm gonna
bouncing
go
off.
and stab it.
Oh, it's trapped. It's definitely trapped there.
Yeah, I know.
But-
So I'm gonna go walk up to it and stab it.
Okay. Yeah, the crowd kind of parts as you have like death in your eyes. Make an attack roll.
Is it an advantage or?
I don't think so. Let me check.
I was gonna stab it twice regardless of whether or not
I will
hit
be
it.
right back.
Okay.
But I had to stab it twice.
It can't leave the cylinder. It can't charm. It has disadvantage on attack rolls, but it doesn't have advantage on it.
All right.
14 doesn't quite kill it.
Let's smite it.
Sure. Why not?
Max
Yes.
level.
Dumpa, how much are you? Just first level? Oh, actually, you do 3 additional damage from the Hexblade's curse, but it doesn't matter in this case.
It'd be 1 more d8.
Oh,
Because it's a fiend.
that's more than enough. As you stab through, you see like the magic circle kind of like parts like the Red Sea. You kind of like swing at it once and it like dodges out of the way, but it doesn't have anywhere to go. And so your second swing, you just stab it and you see its essence just kind of and it's just pulled into the sword. And you see the light that you notice usually at the base of the sword kind of glows a little bit brighter, and you feel like a satisfied in the pit of your stomach.
You get some health back from that.
The sword does.
Yeah.
Well, because of the Hexblade curse.
Oh, you actually do get some health back. You're right.
Nice.
The only thing
So
I
you
know
are
of
sated.
warlocks.
You get hit points equal to your warlock level plus your charisma modifier.
So I'm 3 plus 4. So I get 7.
7 hit points back, yeah. And the curse
That's really
is
good.
off of it. So yeah, you feel energized after that. Like when you hear, no one seems to have like a particular objection to it. The only thing that was the only person who seems kind of irritated is the professor, who introduces herself as let me pull up my name. Sorry. Actually, Aiden Lin. Aiden Lin. Actually, I can pull up let me pull up my other thing. It's funny, I actually have a magical academy in one of my other games, so I have actual professors. Yeah, Aiden Lin Harriet. And yeah, as you get a closer look, you can tell that she is a drow, actually. I spelled the name incorrectly the first time. And she wears kind of goggles that seem to protect her against the sunlight. She is now that she's kind of like taken a moment to pause, you can see she's wearing kind of like gaudy, just almost on the border of gaudy, colorful robes, very uncharacteristic for what you know about the drow. And she kind of looks around at the area and says, well, thank you for doing what you did here. It's a little bit irritating that I had to waste the gold on making the circle just for you to kill it anyways, but I suppose it is what it is.
The bookshelf is lying flat, like floating in the air now, and I'm taking a nap on it.
You're what?
Taking a nap on it.
On the bookshelf?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will, Varys will be spending the next weeks. She looks around, she like turns her head and looks at him. Weeks cleaning up the mess he's made. You can see already he's kind of like half-heartedly like casting mending on some of the broken furniture and stuff, trying to mend it back together. It's a long and arduous process.
I break one of the tables.
Instead of getting up, the bookshelf like slowly starts tilting straighter and straighter until it just kind of drops me to the ground on my feet. So, can we skip the gold cost on those research assistants or what?
She kind of looks.
Please, we're
50%.
No, whatever.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
25 gold. And Varys will be doing all of your research. Varys just kind of like resigned. Like Varys isn't going to be sleeping for the next 3 weeks. Like
I break another table.
No, you asshole.
Shelfie. Blow up. My bookshelf blows up.
What? I don't think that's a thing you can do.
It breaks apart.
What?
My bookshelf disassembles itself and it stops being animated.
An IKEA bookshelf.
I can command it to kill itself. Why can't I?
You just bring it all the way
That's
up
a
the
valid
air and then
argument.
drop it down.
Alternatively, I shoot it 300 feet in the air.
This
a
kid's
random
gonna
civilian.
fucking
It's
die.
like, if I'm lying, may I get hit by a flying ice cream truck
With wings.
25 gold? That's pretty good. I'm still not. That's still within the popcorn money.
All right. So this is a decent spot to end it if we want to end it here. Alternately, we can have you go over, and it'll probably take us another half hour to get through if you want to do the ritual to attune to the item.
I'm good doing it next week because I'm starting to feel sleepy.
Yeah, it's pretty late there for him.
Yeah.
Yes. That is a good place to end it. I'm glad this session went much better than the last one.
Oh yeah.
Ricky got to stab twice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think unless you want to do it off, I don't know if you prefer to do this off stream or on stream, but I do want to do stars and wishes because I like doing that. We'll do it on stream.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
How about everyone roll me? What's a silly number? I mean, roll me a 69.
Yeah.
Pew pew. Gamer moment.
I don't think we can roll a D.
Whoops.
The gamer word.
D again.
Gamer.
Not the gamer word.
I tried /R roll N word. It didn't work.
No. You / N word bot is. All right.
It's a D100. It's a D1000, but if it rolls 1,000, it just has the N word.
That's horrible. We're gonna get canceled for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just start with. We'll just go top to bottom. Crete, you're up. What's a star and a wish?
Star. I do like this kind of like personal quest thing that we're doing. I like that we're kind of actively trying to like get better instead of it just coming as we're going through. And yeah, wish. Who would be a good wish?
Something you'd like to see in a future session is
okay. I guess
it's Andy, isn't it?
yes. Yeah, honestly, was the Andy, or something like that.
Okay. 41 Petra. Ricky, a star and a wish.
Star. I think that this is cool that we have to like research. It's like Call of Cthulhu. I think it's funny. I enjoy that. I enjoy comedy and absurdity in my games. And then a wish is I want to stab more, especially because the sword is gotta get the sword on my side.
Yes. You will have. Hopefully, the quest that I'm planning on sending you guys on, you guys should have ample opportunity to do some stabbing. So, Japnate, a star and a wish, please.
Okay. Star, I really enjoyed the drunken role playing.
Yes.
That was great. I like the sort of comparatively combat light session. Good step back. You know, I'm not huge on combat, but that's just like a personal preference. So this was a good session
Good ratio.
in general. Yeah. A wish. Still waiting on that train.
Yeah.
Also,
An opportunity. Oh no! I have an idea.
also, a wish.
No, you
I
do
feel
not.
like Zach
You really
doesn't
do
have
not.
like a thing.
A thing. I have Donda the album.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but like, I feel like you don't have like a thing to do, you know?
That's true.
Mhm. Yeah, if you have any ideas,
Yeah.
I try to do a little bit more. I'm trying to involve you more in the actual like story, because there's a writing tip that I saw that I thought was funny. That was, if you can replace any character in your story with Donald Duck and it works more or less, then that character is not good or important. And so I want to start.
What the fuck does this person have against Donald Duck?
No, it's not anything against Donald Duck. It's just saying that Donald Duck shouldn't fit into your story. Donald Duck is an absurd character that should not fit into your story.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll think of something pirate
Generally.
related to do.
Like in the personal
Yar
quest.
har
Yeah, if you have any, because I will give you a little bit of a preview.
That's right.
Preview for the next session is that you will be probably doing some sailing in the next session. So if you have something that you guys will likely, I'm putting this likely in heavy quotes, be going to a port town to go sailing to work on the personal quests.
Right.
So if you have something pirate related in mind, I would like to hear about it.
I think just off the top of my head, probably owning my own ship or boat.
Okay, cool.
Sort of related to that, I guess. I would like more sort of moments when we're traveling to like do like camping stories and backstories and whatever
Cool.
else, things like that.
So I don't know if you guys don't watch Critical Role, but they did a thing on the episode last week called "What the fuck is up with that?" And basically, it was a drinking game that one of the characters proposed. That basically is everyone rolls, and then the lowest roll gets asked a question, the highest roll gets to ask the question.
Okay.
And they have to say it was like, so you broke out of prison. What the fuck is up with that? That's basically the game. And you have to answer truthfully, but you don't have to use proper nouns, and you don't have to incriminate anyone. Those are the rules. So I'll see if I can find the clip for you, but it's a great like story tool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I feel like Zach's past is a mystery. I like to unravel.
Yeah,
I agree. I think it's also a mystery to Zach. So
that's true.
So yeah, if you have any ideas for your stuff, Samir, especially now that you're less busy with school,
yeah,
you can totally talk. Just send me a DM, or I can send you a DM if you have any questions, comments, or concerns.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. And then, actually, Samir, a star and a wish.
A star would have to be the Lord of the Rings skills challenge. That was very cool. I loved every moment of that. A wish is two things. I also, getting a little bit more backstory would be cool. I got to come up with something for that, and then seeing how Donda the Album adds to our group dynamic.
You have bloodthirsty sword. You have honor bound tree baby. You have
whatever I conjure up.
You have dog on occasion.
Dog. Return to dog.
Can we teach it English or common? Is that a possibility? So we can it can be in the group dynamic a little more.
You do know. I will say you do know that it speaks Sylvan, so maybe you could pick up like a Sylvan to common dictionary here, or something like that, and start working with it on that, because that'd be fun.
We could do that.
So yeah, and then that's the wish. So we want more to deal with Donda. Cool. And then Star. Yeah, I think this session I liked. I think I did NPCs that I liked this session, but I let you guys I liked that you guys were able to just kind of role play on your own. That's always something that is like nice as a DM, to just kind of like have the players just sit at a table and role play themselves. Well, we're sitting at a metaphorical table right now. I am still very proud of you, and I like the direction. I like the directions all of you are kind of thinking with your characters. It's the strength of having a 4-person group, is that you're allowed to be a little more personal, whereas some of my other groups are bigger, so it's less intimate, which I prefer this. And then a wish. I am. I'm excited to have this personal quest. I think you guys will. I'm hoping you guys will enjoy what happens, and I think you guys. I think you'll get something cool out of it. So, if there are any other questions, comments, or concerns before we end the session.
No, I'm good.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you my book should be available for pre-order in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So yes.
Give me the link and I'll post it in the chat.
I will give you the link when it is ready for pre-order on Amazon.
That's true. Okay.
It'll be like digital or physical copies.
It'll probably be ebook first, and then once I get the formatting figured out, it will be available on physical.
Yes.
All right.
So, because Amazon allows you to do print on demand. But I make less money off print on demand, so you should buy it on ebook.
Okay, 94-year-old.
All right.
That wasn't quite a whisper. That was like an old man.
Yeah, well.
So my impressions aren't good. No. All right. Then I'm gonna go end the stream, but I'll be right back. But for chat, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Alrighty then. That is where we're gonna really call it. Let me close this. Just turn off my video. There we go. Then I can turn this back on. Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's gonna do it for this session. This was a refreshing session. I think we kind of needed this one. We had a lot of combat heavy sessions, and then that last one was just not super great. But this session was nice, and it was very light, and we actually got a lot done. Yeah. So good session, and we're all level 8 now. I've got plans for Creed. I've got it figured out. For the most part, the route that we're going. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I'm gonna confirm with them, but I think we're sticking with the Monday nights. Even though this week was Tuesday. So next time we're playing will probably be Monday night. Next week. Yeah. Next stream though is gonna be tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm playing more of the Halo Infinite multiplayer with Jacob and Julie. So come on by to that. That's rad. Yeah. If you haven't yet, go ahead and check out my YouTube, socials, and Discord. There's a link to all of them right there. Socials and Discord is when I usually update when I'm going live and all that stuff. And YouTube, I don't know if I post anymore. But if I do, that's where you'll find it. Also, merch store in that link. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what you'll think about it, but yeah. Other than that, I think that's it. Yeah, let me look for somebody to raid. Since we've got people here. Actually, I think we're just gonna call it instead. I'm a little tired, and when I raid people, I like to stay in their chat, and I kind of just want to go to bed soon. So yeah, that's where we're gonna call it then. All right, yeah. Thank you guys for coming by. Glad that the session almost didn't happen because Samir is having his finals right now, and it seemed like there was going to be another one tonight after his like 8 o'clock one. But no, we got it was rescheduled or not scheduled right. So this session did happen. I'm glad you guys came by. But I think that's what we're gonna call it. Yeah. I'm trying to see if that's. Yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Good night. I love you.